Start the recording. It's okay. Archie is our only viewer these days.
Because I'm in them.
That's right. It's all changed for you, Tom.
Yeah, I only watch the ones I'm in. I'm not in, sorry.
I was going to say, that's vain, isn't it? I only watch the episodes I'm in.
Freudian slip there. I like to watch myself.
Partway through part 3 of the other newcomers one. They're dealing with a fire drake or something. A level 1.
Only good things can come from that. Good
They're doing alright
experience
so
for
far.
them.
Yeah.
Apart from Tridus has just rolled a nat 1 when he's trying to save the egg or something.
Oh, you're at that point, are you? Oh, it all goes to shit.
Okay. I was about to make the fatal mistake of revealing the whole map to you then. We don't want that.
So I think, Ross, I think you're at that point
All good.
where 15 minutes later, a call goes out to the high-level characters to come and save them.
Help! Help!
Okay, so previously our party had reassembled after the initial party came to the quarry, decided, mostly at Enzo's behest, that this was far too risky for a party such as they. They desperately needed the services of the Harbinger and Quarry. Some members of the party felt that Laurie was also a necessary part of this machine. So you summoned those. A little bit of extra time was taken out while you rested and recovered, got to know some of the prisoners. Harbinger, Corim and Laurie travelled up, reconvened with Enzo at the Helvetian camp, talked with Cassius briefly, negotiated for some diamond dust, and headed your way over to the quarry. Once there, Corim used some of his diamond dust to turn back to flesh the quarry master and ask him some questions about what he saw below. He talked at length about seeing some mural, and on his way back up out of the mines, everything went blank. So you give him instructions to rest, and then you in turn rest for the night. Under the stars camped out, a tender moment was shared between Gartok and Reinhold, interrupted by an old man who was lucky he got away with his life knowing this party. He went about his way, and in the morning you decided to head straight down. The upper levels of the mine seemed to be completely free of any threats whatsoever. You headed down a steep 30-degree slope to the second level. There were several corridors leading off this way. Off the centremost corridor was a large room filled with an array of multi-sized mushrooms, and some movement was spied within. Once some stones with light were cast in there. A small purple worm, say small the size of a human, was in the room, which Corim promptly started peppering with crossbow bolts. As it squealed out, calling its mother, the huge behemoth purple worm burst through the walls behind you, taking out the supporting columns and collapsing the tunnel behind you. It swallowed Reinhold whole, which is something he normally enjoys, but on this occasion, it was a no-go situation. Enzo was nearly floored in one shot by the stinger tail of the purple worm. Fortunately, Dramos was able to run in and bamf him out to further up the corridor with a thunder step. The thunder sound boomed, echoing throughout the corridors, and the party, falling upon the purple worm, were able to slay it, and Reinhold was able to squirm his way out of the beast, but not before one of your companion miners fell to the ground. Reinhold decided to revivify him, brought him back, and impressed upon him the need to repay this debt of the blessing that was granted to him by Darius. The party took a few more moments to heal their wounds, and then wandered up the corridor to where Dramos had thunderstepped. They found him crouched on the floor, immobile, turned to stone. And that's where we were.
Was he or was he not taking a crap? Did we put
Yeah,
that in canon?
how are you frozen in stone? I need you to
Squatting. Slav squatting.
What was Dramos? How was he?
I was looking for tracks.
He was squatting.
So I was down on the ground looking for tracks. I noticed something out the corner of my eye. Looked up, so I'm kind of like.
Okay. All right. So stay like that, and stay like that until we, and don't petrify you. So
Okay. What's going on, Gartok? What do you see?
I believe Dramos is stone, like that man in the quarry.
Getting bloody close to.
Which way is Dramos looking towards?
He's looking to the north.
Today.
Right. Everybody, don't look where he was looking. Look at the ground. Look at what's 2 foot in front of you.
I'm going to look behind. I'm going to look behind.
What? The way you just came?
Yeah.
Okay, can you make a perception check, please, Enzo?
Sure. 20. Dirty 20.
All right.
Is Laurie not beating up Drader, is he?
No, he's not. They were all
It's
up.
time to wrestle.
Swear to God, if this thing comes behind us now.
You look down the corridor. Your whole party is up here. And you look further down the corridor, which just has a bit of light still cast into it. You see the briefest flicker of movement. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
14.
19.
Feel your blood
19.
rush to all of your extremities and you freeze up solid and breathe a sigh of relief as you realise the movement you saw was just a last remaining shudder from the body of the purple worm.
If he failed that, would he have cracked himself? Is that what it was for? We need an underpants check.
Oh. Digitation. Oh, there we go.
You let out a breath, Enzo, with a shuddering relief that it was just the purple worm that you saw moving.
Eyes at the ground. Let's move forward slowly. Stick together. Stay close to me.
I'm going to grab hold. Where is she? I'm going to grab hold of Harbinger's, I don't know, arm, cloak, whatever, and just...
Harbinger, Gartok, maybe best if I lead in this instance. I have certain resistances against what may be ahead.
If you are turned, though, there is no way of changing any of us back.
I have faith that will not.
Well, don't go too far.
Don't do a Dramos.
Right, I'll go up.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'll go up next to Dramos.
Just been
And
gone already.
Be actively looking around.
Okay. So, you move up behind him. You can see in the light just ahead of you a minecart far away from the wheels and corridors branching off in two directions. Shadows fall upon this area with the lack of illumination up there. You have some light on you, do you not, Corin?
I think I did. I did.
I have my lantern and revealing out. I'm holding my lantern and revealing.
I think I cast the stone into that room before. I mean, I do have dark sight up to what I presume about 30 foot. Is it standard or 60 foot?
60
Dark,
is
dark
fine.
vision. Dark vision, 60 foot. So as long as I don't feel as though I need light, I won't recast light.
Okay.
Can I just try something? Can I send Dramos a message? I'll just anyone there?
Nothing.
Just curious.
All right.
Sorry, that aura around me is bright light. That's the lantern.
Enzo wants to make sure that you see whatever is in this place.
Dawn!
I can't see what Enzo's.
What we need to do is click on the little thing above that and put player permissions for C, and you should be able to see it now.
Oh, right, okay.
And then another 30 from that is dim light. So,
Ooh.
you know.
Very useful.
That's a good lantern.
And it
Jamie
can
will
see,
destroy it.
and it can see invisible things as well. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the light.
Fucking hell, that is good.
That's a great item.
That is a glorious item. Could have done with that a few weeks back.
I'm
Right,
going
I'll
to
start-
stick it at the front of my ship. It'll just...
I'll start checking Dramos over.
Well, first things first, Corim, you looked up that corridor, so I'm going to need you to make a perception check.
And this is where you want to fail.
Yeah. 13.
Drip, drip, drip. Some water from the ceiling, calcified, drops to the ground. No sign of any other movement.
Right, I'll check Dramos then.
All right. You're going to check him over.
Yes. Do I need to roll medicine or? All right.
Stone cutting. Yeah.
give me a perception check, please, for checking him over.
I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. If I do that, well, that rolls, does it? Yes.
Yeah.
22.
All right. You check him over. He looks like a perfect statue of Dramos as you know him. The clothing, everything, even down to the finger necklace, is perfectly recreated. You run your hands over the rough stone clothing and skin. You notice his left thigh, the one uppermost, has a chunk of stone missing from it. It looks like there's a section gone.
How big a section? Are we talking like a thumbnail size, or are we talking fist size?
Sausage size.
Jesus Christ! So half his thigh is missing.
That's a bite.
Okay, I'll look around. Do I see the missing piece of stone next to him?
You glance around, looking at the floor. There's rubble here and there, large pieces of stone. Nothing that looks like it would fit jigsaw-like into his missing extremity.
Ah.
How are we looking, Corin?
It would appear he has definitely been turned to stone. I'm unsure of why he appears to be missing a chunk out of his thigh, though. I do not. Ooh. Is it in a bite shape? Is it a kind of crescent moon kind of shape out of his thigh, or is it?
It is a concave section of thigh.
It's possible he may have been bitten. I would guess before he was petrified.
So was it the bite that did it or staring at it?
I cannot say. He may have been bitten before he was petrified, or it may be a consequence of the bite.
Is the structure is Dramos safe? Is there cracks going through that? Because if that leg goes and he falls over, he's gone.
Just keep a close eye out whilst I will attempt to bring him back. And I'll cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
I was going to say, do you want me to put a rag round his eyes first?
No,
go for it.
Put some diamond dust out and.
Your diamond dust evaporates in a flashing, blinding pulse of light. The pulses flow over the stone form of the statue in much the same way as they did when you cast it before. You see Dramos' jaw extend. You feel his breath push upon you while he is still in statue shape, and the stone begin to crack left and right. When suddenly he drops to the ground, flesh again, blood pouring from the wound on his leg. So Dramos, I'm going to need you to take 15 points of damage from that leg wound.
Yeah.
Can I take a moment to close my eyes and listen?
Yes.
See if I can take anything in that isn't the party.
Perception check.
22.
Alright. You hear what sounds like disturbed water, as if something had been dropped into a pond. A splash, splash, splash. A scrape of stone on stone. A distant screech of metal moving, like a chain being pulled through a pulley. Another splash.
I have a question.
Go.
What is our objective now? Is it still to find the Helvetians?
Yes.
And what do we do about this thing that's going around turning people to stone?
It should be removed. It's a danger to people on this quarry.
So are we guessing that it is done by sight? Is it or bite? One or two, right?
I'll put our hand on Dramos and use no doubt just been turned back and say, did you see something?
I saw a movement.
A movement? What kind of movement?
It was just a fleeting movement.
Did you?
Okay.
Was the last thing you saw a pair of eyes?
I will take a perception check from you, Dramos, for how clearly you remember what you saw.
21.
The movement you saw was maybe 3 or 4 feet from the ground. You saw the briefest flash, 2 white orbs suspended above the ground that flashed bright white in much the same way as when your more holy friends cast their divine magics. And that was the last thing you saw.
Can I remember back to when I was petrified? Do I remember seeing something similar?
When you were petrified, it was that hideous woman's face. Her eyes flashed white for a second before you turned. You were trying not to look at her, but her gaze just seemed to pull you to look at her. Much as you wanted to look away, you remember now how distinctly you were involuntarily drawn to look upon her face. There was a flash of light when she turned you.
Ramos, do you remember the injury in your thigh? Do you remember how you received that? Was that before you were turned to stone?
No.
Hmm.
The creature that we faced before had a nasty tail. She was whipped around, I believe.
How tall was the creature?
I presume she'd be normal, like 5 to 6 foot, was she?
Right.
Dad, when the Gorgon type creature that we saw before, was she?
She was the size of a human woman, so yeah, between 5 and 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
How did you kill it?
If not, I believe we ran.
So
It was
how
far from here.
So how do you plan on killing this one?
We double check whether we killed it or not.
Okay.
It's if anybody has mirrors or a reflective surface, I would suggest that you start using them.
I heard there is a chain, or there's water and stone noises. That was a distinctive metal noise. A little bit further up the head of the corridor, there is either something automated or something.
This way or back down this corridor?
Which direction was it? Was it north, east? I heard the sound.
To the west.
Okay. Yeah, I'll point in the direction. So, to the west.
Yeah. That direction.
What were you looking for up here, Jamos?
While you were doing what you were doing with the worms and healing, I was seeing if I could find where those dwarves had gone. I thought with my vision I can look further than most in the dark, so just trying to find a way forwards. That is all.
You make a wonderful statue, Dramos.
Did you find any tracks or any markings? And I'll look at the ground, Jamie, and see if I can see any tracks or markings.
Make a survival check.
Good shout.
Please be careful. I do not have the capability to bring anyone else back.
Just a 10.
There seems to be a lot of disturbance on the ground here, as if a number of creatures or people have moved through here, disturbing the ground and making it virtually impossible to discern any unique tracks.
Yes, thank you, Parim. I appreciate what you did.
I would like to push
You did not need to.
forward the plan to the first plan that we should do is find a way out of here. That I think is quite important.
That is moving forward. Looks like we can't go backwards.
Which is why we need an alternative.
Do you have any tricks up your sleeve?
Not to get us out, or at least no, but I can make a safe haven for us for a while.
Okay. That's good to know. I could potentially make a temporary shield. I can make a floating disc, and we can put something obscuring on it to act as a shield walking forward. It's one idea. If we need a certain barrier, at least, is the floating disc reflective, Jamie? It's made out of mercury, which is pure. It's a mirror, isn't it?
It's got a silvery sheen to it, but I wouldn't say it's.
You wouldn't say it's reflective.
No.
Okay. Damn it!
I mean,
Big fucking mirror.
I've got two options that could potentially help. One I can't do unless I do an extended rest. but one maybe, but it's more of a psychological thing rather than a actual thing. It might work. It's just, I need to see it.
Well,
I need to see it as well.
let us move forward and see if we can eliminate this threat from the quarry. I'm sure that is Harbinger's primary purpose in being here at the moment.
Yeah, so I can't remember. I can't find any details on whether or not we killed the creatures before. But yeah, we should. There were two of them that time.
You did slay them both.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
Just with our swords.
Without
That's
looking
what
at
I'm gonna
them?
bet.
You know,
Stabby,
did you
stabby,
do
kill.
this? Like, did you have your eyes closed and just swing and hope for the best, or what?
Every combat involves me with my eyes closed.
I'm going to
Slightly less
send.
encouraged.
I'm going to send Gremlin off 100 foot to the west and see if I can get the source of that sound.
All right. Heading directly west from where you are, the tracks on the ground continue for a while before the corridor seems to slope down slightly and the tracks disappear into some water that has pooled in this dogleg part of the tunnel.
Spiders are not all that fond of water. Just going to do some general searching, sort of around. So I'll go up to the northwest. And I'll be saying this as I'm seeing it.
So you're heading up that northern corridor, right?
Yeah, can I have a quick look up there?
Okay, so Gremlin looks up there. This opens up into a much larger room, less cave-like and more worked in this direction. A huge turntable occupies the centre of this room, with part of its track on and levers which are designed to be pulled to rotate the track and send it in another direction. There are several exits off this room, with a track leading off to the west, more carts and a huge pile of blackish silvery rubble over in the eastern alcove.
It doesn't appear to be any immediate threat. It's got 30 foot of dark vision.
Nothing that he can see.
Okay. It looks fairly clear up the north, but I think that water passage continues onward. I think something went in it. Maybe our potential Dramos biter.
Which do we pursue? Do we pursue the creature? Or do we follow what that man said about the turntable? Which way do we go?
I can't remember what the man said, if I'm honest.
Man said that it was beyond the turntable and down on the third level.
Well, I think we need to see it with our own eyes. Gremlin's only small, can only see a couple of inches above ground level.
We know for certain there are obviously other threats in here, and if we deal with this creature, I was going to say it'll alert them to our presence. They know we're here already. We had a loud encounter with the worm, particularly loud thunder clap.
We rang it in the bell. They know.
So I would be. I feel like we should try and find this woman or this creature.
I think a thorough searching of the northern section just to eliminate any possibilities, and then carry on.
Has someone a minor healing potion that I could drink or a healing kit so I can stem this bleeding in my leg?
Oh, I will. Sorry, I'll come over to Drama.
Dramos has been bleeding extensively this whole time.
Answer our questions, Church man. I will lay on hands. I'll give you 15 points. I don't know if you took anything from before.
As you lay your hands onto Dramos, the flesh on his leg heals, knits, and seems to fill out as your power from Darius not only heals but reforms part of the missing flesh. It seals up, but Dramos, through his torn clothes, appears to have what looks like a shark bite wound on his thigh.
Yeah. You were dinner. It can't eat you in flesh, has to eat you in stone.
Thank you,
Right,
Harbinger.
so let's just explore to the north then, but stay just a short ways behind. And,
Laurie. Trader,
What?
come close.
I'm keeping an eye out for the monster!
That's the problem, Laurie.
What did I say, Laurie? What did I say not 20 minutes ago?
Something about Darius being fantastic.
Just saw Dramos being turned into stone from looking at it.
Well, he is quite weak. I'm sure my fantastic physiology will protect me against the monster. I will resist it with every ounce of muscle I have.
Just so you know, Laurie, we are unable to do that again. So you might be down here.
Come stand next to Gartha.
Oh,
Talk about wrestling techniques.
Trader, you should come close as well. What is it with both of them? Come on, 5 foot closer.
please do not tarry too far behind me. I may have need of your protection. And I'll head up into this northeastern corridor up here. In fact, I'll pick up a stone and cast a light on it as well.
Oh, going that way. Okay.
I've still got hold of Harbinger.
Okay. Yeah, you're just moving along with me.
all right. So, Corum, you move forward into a small cavern with exits on the left and the right-hand side. There are a couple of pillars holding up the ceiling, much like where you first came in at this level.
Right.
The
Okay,
walls show signs of pickwork, like they were worked a long time ago.
Okay, I'll move further in so I can see down to the south and up to the north.
All right.
Let me just see what a light spell gives me. Light area.
20 foot of bright, 20 foot dim.
Right, okay.
Beyond the 20 foot light.
If I token bars. So we go 20. We go 40. Oh, there we go.
God, it's an absolute mess on my screen. We just layer upon layer overlaying effects. Never mind about whatever the creature is.
Moles!
Obviously, the bright green is the direct light, and the lesser green is the dim light.
Okay.
I think I've got that right.
Oh, there's mine.
I can turn off my lantern if you want, if you're happy.
20
You've got
foot.
light.
Yes.
Right, I'll turn off my lantern.
Oh, sorry. No. I was talking to myself then.
Oh.
just making sure everybody can see all of these effects because I want you to know what kind of hell I live in.
Oh.
I can see them.
I can see the
see them all.
square. I can see Enzo's. I can see
Yeah.
Dave's.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
can see them all.
Did you see Reinhold's when he had that on a moment ago?
I was looking at a few of the bits.
Mind you, I'm only doing, like the 30 foot. If I wanted to do big things, I would do that. But I think that's a little bit too.
It's now so bright where Corum is.
Yeah.
My eyes are burning. They're burning.
The
Only had a 5th level spell slot. I think that's dawn.
up in the heavens where the meter is in their meter cupboard, where they manage all of their radiant energy. The dial's just spinning around like crazy, so you guys can light up this room. Okay, so you get enough light to cast all the way down the southern tunnel. It opens into another cavern, which appears from here to be empty. Off to the north, it looks like there's a few steps as the cavern starts to rise up a little bit.
Right there. I'll just wander down into that cavern to the south just to have a quick.
Make a perception check. Corum slowly looks around the room. Is it on the way? Have you done a perception check?
Oh, sorry. Did you ask for a perception check?
I did, yes.
I was waiting for more from you. 21.
Okay, you step into the room. It seems to be quite plain, but there's a crunch beneath your right boot. You move your boot down and look back and see that there is a broken chain of a necklace on the ground.
I'll reach down and pick up the chain.
You pick it up. There appears to be a holy symbol of Darius here. Chain broken. Looks relatively new.
Would it have been something that I might have seen on a Helvetian, possibly?
It has what looks like the style of Helvetian craftsmanship. It's very utility based, with geometric designs forming the border.
Right. I'll pop that into a pouch. I'll further in. I'll scan around the room just to make sure that there's definitely no other exits, possibly hidden, hidden doors or anything like that.
Just a dead end.
I think the Helvetians have been this way, but certainly not here now. And I'll start heading up to the north.
As your light moves up those steps, you see a figure crouched at the top of the steps looking down at you. The light casts up and illuminates the grey, ashen features of a Helvetian's armour. And then up to his face, or rather where his face should be on this statue. The face section of the statue has been removed.
The face section has been removed, so he basically has no face.
Indeed.
Is he missing any of his other extremities, possibly?
Nope.
No.
He's there crouched. You can see he's got his shield to one side, sword up, but he's in a crouching position, as if to lunge forward, and his face has been perhaps bitten clean off.
Okay, I'll go closer and I'll examine him more closely.
Keep together, I say, and keep following up after. Laurie gets
Laurie
straight
just
in that wall.
Through the wall.
I can't see! I keep walking into walls! It's too bright in here!
I want to use stone shape on the headless man and turn him into Mr. Potato Head.
So, first of all, so what were you looking for there, Corum, as you moved up to him? As Reinhold moves up behind you.
Was it a similar kind of concave shape as in Gramos's leg?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation? Oh, this isn't good.
Is it a minus or a plus?
It's neither. It's a 10.
All right. So you move up to him and you start looking at this wound. It's got a reminiscent curvature, and you can see some lines on it. You trace your fingers across one of the lines. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I believe that would be 18.
As you trace your finger along the line, you can see there's a definite, what looks like a row of teeth mark that have scratched along the stone. And as your finger gets to the midpoint, the stone cracks and the top half of the head falls backwards, landing on the floor and shattering. The remainder of the body falls back at the same time and splits into 4 pieces, throwing up dust all around.
Say a prayer to Darius.
I can't see any more of the map being. I've just got black from where Harbinger is and up. Sorry, not where Harbinger is, where Corum is and up.
Yeah, we've all got that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we've
I
all
other
got
people.
it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Darius, please take this warrior into your embrace and give us the strength to carry on.
He died being prepared to fight. Is there anything notable on him? Any name? Is there any markings we could recognize him and tell the others?
As at the moment, he is multiple pieces of shattered and broken stone spread across the canyon the cavern floor.
Can I sift through and try and find anything to distinguish him?
Make a perception check for me.
18.
18. You run your fingers through the stones trying to find pieces. He's shattered in multiple places. You glance what you briefly think to be a phallus. Not sure if it's one he was carrying or one he was carrying.
Is it one I recognise? No, I'm not going there.
His helmet area, which while that's shattered, the right flap is still intact, and it has what looks like an etching of a what would be the best way to describe it? Like a meteorite on it, a ball with flames coming from the rear of it, is etched onto this right cheek plate of the armor.
On the right cheek plate. I will take that piece.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes covered. Right. I'll move up. So there's a post there, isn't there?
There's a post there, and beyond it is another one of these carts. Quite a distance from any tracks, but the cart is piled high with this same black veined rubble.
I'll walk up so that I've got full light in front of me and just have a look around, take a look in the cart.
Okay. The cart is filled with the rubble. You see nothing in there, and nothing in the rest of this corridor.
Okay. Retreat back. Let's just retreat back. It looks like we may have to. Looks like we will have to explore the other options available to us.
Okay.
So I'll slowly walk now. I'll go down the other entrance. Go back towards into the other cavern.
Corin is so fast compared to me. It's just gone in a flash.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much the same in here. Another cart filled with the same rubble, but nothing in here, nothing notable.
Oops. Wrong one. Okay. Let us. Reinhold, you said that your familiar scouted up ahead, did you not?
Yes, there was a water source directly to the west. Towards the northern sections, there was a minecart turntable. Though I didn't have a look inside the minecarts, there is more up there.
So that will be the way that the foreman Gary went that way, didn't he?
Unless anyone's got any water breathing today, I think that's the way.
Let us check every avenue, and I'll walk slowly. So I'll walk 2/3 speed down the corridor.
It's gone again.
It's lightning fast.
And I'll keep walking down, and I'll check out to this western point.
Okay. So, don't go too fast. You're just flying over stuff. Okay.
Okay, I'll get to the fork.
All right. So you get to the fork. You can see your light illuminate the rough-cut corridor ahead of you. Winding tracks lead and descend into water at the end of the corridor.
How much further does that water extend? Does it go? Yeah, okay. Answered my question.
Yeah.
Can I still see the tracks as it goes under the water?
The tracks actually disappear from view. The water is deep enough for that.
Just outside of those crystals.
Okay, well, I'll carry on walking down that way slowly.
Yeah, I heard something going down there. So
It was definitely down this way.
It was definitely down where that water is, directly to the east. There was a dragging of metal, and splishes and splashes, and
What can I see when I look down there?
a constitution check.
It's all right. Don't move out.
You see, we're looking down the tunnel with the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the water. You can see that the cavern turns off to the right. You can just about make out those crystals about 5 feet up in the wall.
Do I see like water dripping from the ceiling? Or...
You do indeed. And the floor along this corridor is quite damp as well. It's run down from a number of locations, you would guess, and just settled in a low point.
I would tell everybody that that's what you've just described, and then I'd look further into this room to see if there's anything. And I shall be back presently.
All right. Dramos goes stock still.
Not again!
Come, Harbingers, keep up, please. And I'll slowly start walking down. Not getting too far keep checking back toward Harbinger, make sure she's not falling too far behind me.
I
Along with the
reckon
rest of the group.
we all run, like we all do 100-meter sprint and then stop. Like, move, stop, move, stop.
Completely exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly walk down. 2/3 speed.
All right. So at this point, you can see the water is built up and is lapping at the side of just on the floor here, almost like it's the shore of a lake.
So it's actually lapping against the. So
it
it's
is.
not-
Yeah, there is some movement in there, but as you look in, you can see that there's drips of water coming down, disturbing the surface of it, causing ripples which flow out towards the edge of the water. It's quite clear and pure, this water is, and for the first 10 feet in there, you can see down into the bottom, and you can see those cart tracks leading downwards. But after that, the water gets a sort of murky brown colour as the residue from the walls gets thicker.
So how far do the tracks go down? Is it like? Are they just a few inches underneath, or do they?
As far as you can see, they go 10 feet. Oh, it'd be beneath the
water.
So it drops quite sharply, and within the first 10 feet, you reckon it's about 3 feet deep.
Well, unless anyone has any has an urgent need to get wet, I would suggest that maybe we.
Crazy vision.
Owl, is that you? I would suggest that maybe we take the northern route.
I agree.
Where the water kind of meets the drier sections, can I look for kind of essentially wet footprints?
Survival check.
See what's gone in around. Damn, just 10. Rolling bad. Yeah, I'm just looking for the creature's gone in and it's came out and might have left a watery footprint. But
this whole area is damp where water has flowed from the ceiling, and you look around, you can't see anything that's looks like footprints. I've also noticed, guys, that this is the way I speak, but as I'm narrating this session, I'm speaking in this voice.
Everyone has a narrator voice. Everyone.
To the north, then.
All right.
To the north, it is.
You take a couple of steps away from the water, and then turn around and head towards the northern room.
Slowly walk up.
Okay.
The lorry sprints past.
The mechanism on this turntable seems to be relatively dust-free and recently used. There's a couple more carts and barrels in here. A huge pile of that ore is over on the right-hand side. The left-hand side, the tracks go off, and the corridor to the north seems to slope downwards.
Harbinger, what exactly did they quarry here? What is this stone over here?
Well, the quarry outside we've been using just for standard stone, generic stone. Don't know what. Obviously, they're quarrying in this mine. Looks like they were trying to get some other type of material. Would I have heard, Dad, of them seeing instances of any other type of material?
No,
Any precious gems or?
no, nothing that's come out
Could
of here.
only-
No.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Diamonds? No ores or anything, iron?
Nope.
No. Corium, all we've got is bog standard budget line stone here.
I was
Gremlin did pick up a black material that had shiny stuff in it. Was it over to the left, Jamie?
That's right. That's been pretty much the same stuff you see piled up in that alcove on the right-hand side from the turntable, and you've seen piled up in several of the carts that you've seen so far.
I'll send Gremlin quickly round the corner just to make sure there's nothing untoward.
I'll head up towards the northeast and just check out that what looks to be an alcove from a distance. That bit there.
That is a corridor that leads on. It slopes down again, following another 30-degree slope, heading down out of sight.
Does anyone recall which way Gary went or came from? He said beyond the room with the turntable in.
Said to go north past the turntable, didn't he?
I'm just looking at that bit. Sadly, I didn't write that down. I just said that a room with huge turntables for carts, and then there was a room with murals after that. Murals, sorry, not murals. Yeah, a large square room with a large raised platform and statues.
Right. So okay. Well, let us head up to the north then. It appears to be taking us down. We'll travel a little further, and if we don't come to the room which he described, we'll try the other entrance over to the west there.
He did say that it was on the mid-levels, and we're still on the first level, really, aren't we? So yeah, that would make sense. Oh, level 2, are we? We come down.
Yeah, we've gone down one.
Yeah.
If the way's all clear when I'm looking to the left and there's no people, can I go and pick up a bit of the stone, the silvery stone?
You can indeed.
Just try and can I try and identify it in the sense of, does it look like silver? Does it look...
Make a investigation check.
Investigation with a lovely +2. That's 5.
No.
It appears to be some kind of metal encrusted in the stone.
Okay. I'll go up to Harbinger and just go, it's something. It's not stone.
Did we understand why Gary was down this deep within the what I can only describe as mines, really? It certainly is more than a quarry. This. It's,
Sorry, go on.
They I think they're looking at going in further. They were looking at further accommodation for the workers, alternative places to expand to.
I see.
Sorry,
Can
was
I
that?
keep that piece of stone, Reinhold?
Yeah, it's
it
your stone
shiny?
as far as I'm concerned.
Is it shiny,
Thank you.
Yes.
like gold-like,
No.
Metal-like.
silver?
Does the turntable look of a Mistast style construction of something familiar? Or does it look weird and alien and I should murder whoever made it?
This quarry was here from the people of time before. We reclaimed it. It looked like the people who mined here were at the same time as Briador. That kind of era, we imagine, when this task was the old city.
Yeah, the wood is quite degraded. It's been here for a significant amount of time. Although it looks like at some point repairs have been done to it and it has operated.
It is in use.
Please, keep up.
Oh, bloody hell, where's he gone now?
Uh.
Stop to look at my notes.
I'm going to send Gremlin forward.
Oh,
Sort of skittering ahead.
I'll come to the top of the map.
Okay, so you continue down this slope. The corridor ahead of you is well worked and of fine stone quality. You only have to go a short distance, maybe another 50 feet down here, before it opens up into a large rectangular room. There's a raised dais in the centre of the room depicting two horned creatures, each armed with a battle axe. A detailed mural covers every wall in this room. Rudimentary design of figures, but still artistically well done. Not without skill, perhaps representing more the time it was done rather than the skill of the artist. There are corridors leading off of every direction from this room, and I will move you over so you can have a look at that room.
How many pillars is there? Determines how fucked we are.
What do how many statues are there? That's how fucked we are.
Yeah.
Oh, we're now at the bottom.
This quarry isn't near the ocean, is it? It's like really inland.
Nowhere near the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
It's next to some mountains.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are a series of 8 pillars holding up the ceiling, as you asked. On the right-hand side is a statue with its arms out onto either side. The figure stands in a pool of water looking up towards the sky. There is a set of stairs leading up on the left and a large set of stairs leading down to a huge pair of stone doors ahead of you.
That's exciting. Can we see the man mentioned that these statues had gemstones in them?
The statues in the middle or the statues at the end? The statue at the end, which one are you going to look at?
I'm stood in the middle, so I'd just be looking ahead at the two in the middle of the room.
So the two demonic-looking statues, they look like an exaggerated version of Dramos. You know, the horns far worse, the faces far more threatening. You see no sign of any gemstones upon those statues.
I may have a little bit of horn envy.
Let's get you turned to stone again, snatch one of their horns off, stick that on your horn.
Is there light? Can we see the far side of this room?
This room seems to have a some form of illumination built into the ceiling, which casts a dim light across the whole room. It looks like there are some stone slabs themselves, like floor slabs, mounted in the ceiling, which cast light out.
We should.
What's the big statue over to the right-hand side then? I presume it's a statue.
It is a statue.
Let's go together, shall we? Move together. Let's not split up and investigate everything.
Half speed. And Laurie.
Laurie.
Right, over to the statue, yeah? On the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we passing murals as we go? Are there murals around this room?
There, indeed, yes, they're all around the room.
Is he punching the statue?
He's sort of stepping up onto the step in front of it, like raising himself up and then stepping back down because the step's not quite big enough for him to put his balance on fully. You see him put his hand on this statue and push it a little bit.
You said they were murals, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
What are they depicting?
Well, they go round the room and it appears to depict the same figure. there is writing underneath as well. There's writing in Undercommon on the murals as well.
I speak Undercommon.
Right.
Would we determine it was a Birmingham or Newcastle accent?
Oh yeah, Birmingham.
Right.
When you say the same figure, you mean the statue's in the middle?
In the mural, it appears to depict some sort of story. So you see the same figure, what appears to be as a young man, and then grows up throughout the pictures. From the latter pictures, quickly glancing around, it would probably be reasonable to suggest that the statue at the end with its arms out is the figure depicted in the murals.
I'll read anything out I see, translate it into common.
All right. So the first mural depicts a younger man who lived in a much simpler time. And it was a time of endless war, and he saw people he loved died, and was shattered as he left, as his family were taken from him. And the second-most picture in it depicts him as a young man kneeling on a cliff edge in the mountains with his arms thrown up towards the heavens. The third picture shows him being struck by a bolt of lightning and falling from the cliff face into a ravine. And as he comes out, he, as it says in the description, steels himself with the single purpose of stopping the wars that had ravaged these lands. He, in an effort to do so, joins the army, where he easily outpaces his contemporaries, rises through the ranks, and becomes a powerful individual in his own right. Nowhere in the writings does it say the name of this young man. It just refers to him as the man. You see pictures of him fighting in great wars against beings which look to you like orcs and Goliaths, even against giants, and then other humans. The man seems to grow larger and larger with each passing picture, until he faces an army of demons, and it seems in this he is defeated again and again. He loses many people, but it does not stop the man. He is resolved that he will end all wars, but knows that he cannot do so as long as it is possible for him to die. He knows that these demons can hurt him. So he learns. He steps away from war, and he reads and he studies. And it shows in this picture, as he's sitting there at a desk reading a book, a second figure, sort of enlarged, looking down over him, a almost spiritual being that hovers above his body. Eventually he goes from the library where he reads these things to a location. It doesn't show exactly where it is, but it shows several pictures of him travelling from one location to the other, until eventually he finds the item he wishes, a stone of wishes. He takes the stone and uses it to make himself invulnerable. No blade could cut his skin, no magic could pierce him. Nothing could hurt him once he became this invulnerable being. He returned to his armies and wrought absolute carnage upon the demonic forces, and they were forced back into the void. But still men warred against each other. People tried to take him down, now a general, a mighty leader. People had tried to assassinate him, but no blades could pierce his skin. Fireballs were cast upon him, and it did not hurt him. Nothing could hurt him. And as he went on, he decided there would be no end to war as long as people survived. So he set about bringing the ultimate peace. And by that, he tried to kill every living thing that had capability to wage war. He wrought even more war in a hope that everyone would wipe themselves out and leave the world finally cleansed and peaceful. One of the final murals shows a man sneak up to this general at the midst of one of the battles with a curved, black-bladed dagger, where he is able to thrust it into the back of this general, piercing his skin and wounding him grievously. However, the assassin is quickly killed by the peacekeeper's own men. The last mural shows that he intended to move on from these lands and seek to make peace everywhere in the world.
I know who it is. Would we know who it is?
Well, I would give you some sort of history check, I suppose, to...
We all know that's my strong suit. Ooh. History. I bet someone else... What about other people's history?
I got a +2.
I'm gonna have a go.
I got 18 with a -1.
I would personally hazard a guess that it may be the opposite half of the Darius aspect. I think
Not Nadak.
I think one was called Zadak and the other was called Zul.
This is much worse than that.
So, Harbinger, you remember, unusually for you, remembering anything. There were tales several years ago of a group on an island back on the mainland, unwittingly from a tomb released a person known as the Peacemaker General. He was an avatar of sorts, and seemingly nothing could hurt him. Eventually he was defeated. Some weapon was created or crafted which could pierce his skin, but he otherwise seemed to be invulnerable to nearly every kind of damage and every magic. This mural seems to depict that he did this with a wish stone of some sort. So presumably he got it and wished himself invulnerable to all harm. However, the mural does depict that someone did manage to wound him towards the end. So, some point after this mural ended, he was entombed somewhere in a room he could not escape from until he was removed. However, if the legends are true, he's dead now.
Yeah.
So, is this who you believe it to be, then, Harbinger, this Peacemaker General?
I think he was supposedly or he became a turned avatar of Darius. Similar to the ones we've been dealing with, but one that, given the circumstances, as you can see from the murals, he managed to achieve a lot more. He gained enough power and knowledge to wrought war on the entirety of the mainland, and yes, I would be careful touching anything in here. There are those stories that I just said about supposedly he reappeared on the mainland, but we know that certain objects here have had the power to release avatars or things that have been asleep for a very long time, and I would be careful in this room, given that all of this iconography and story is here. Seems a bit unnerving.
Laurie, hands behind back.
What?
Don't touch anything. Do you just listen to what Arvin just said?
No, I was not listening at all.
If you touch stuff in here, it could potentially release an avatar of Darius, but a really bad one.
One that Darius himself would not back. One that
Hey.
Darius chose to close the divine gate because of.
But surely he would want us to defeat such a thing. What could be more glorious for Darius, for his champions, for that is us, to beat any opponent that stands against him?
It would indeed be a glorious victory.
Yes!
Although, I think, given the choice, we might want to have that black dagger that man is holding in the mural.
It's I wonder if we found that dagger, could we use it against Rothel or Fate? And
Again,
I
I would certainly be willing to try. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. This is something that happened many, many years ago.
yes, I
I
was
would
just
not assume that we would be so fortuitous to find such a weapon.
yeah, I would agree. It just seems so appropriate that we found this mural with all this information. Seems like maybe it's a parable of some sort.
Well, this looks to be the main stairwell going up here, and I'll wander over to the north of the cavern.
Oh, he's off.
Yeah, here he goes.
Why do I have to stand still where Quarry can go where he pleases?
Okay.
Uh,
You were just doing squat jumps onto where that statue was. I saw you.
Calisthenics are important, Reinhold. Something you should pay more attention to yourself if you wish to maintain a lean figure.
You haven't had many traps hit you yet, have you?
Anything that hits me, I can hit it back.
While everybody else was looking at the murals and at the other statue, can I be checking the statue that I'm in front of?
All right.
Kind of like looking for telltale signs of what the demon might be. Any like secret compartments or anything that I might be able to.
Make a perception check. You don't find anything unusual on them. The workmanship of these statues is relatively rough, and you would guess it to be a more genuine statue rather than anything turned to stone in the way that you were. However, they, I guess, seem to depict the demonic forces that face the Peacemaker General in the mural. More a stylized version of a demon, you think, than an actual demon. Carved by somebody who has heard of demons, but not necessarily ever seen one.
And then when I look at this statue, is there the jewels which what's his chops described, Gary?
Make a perception check.
Getting better, 13. I like my 13s on this game.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Not obvious by any stretch of imagination, but yes, there it is, regardless. It obviously depicts the figure towards the end of its journey. Towards the beginning of its journey. The arms are thrown up in much the same fashion as it was shown in the early mural, where he had his hands up towards the heavens. And now you look closely at it, you can see painted in the alcove behind the statue is the spiritual figure hanging above the statue itself.
going to have a closer look at that spiritual figure. If it's a bigger version of it, it might have a bit more detail.
It depicts a being, you would say, by the way it's drawn, made of light of some sort. But there are, nonetheless, as often done in pictures like this, muscularity built in there, and it's anthropomorphized as a muscular, heroic, godlike physique that stands looking down upon the smaller figure with its arms up towards the sky.
Is the water clear that the statue's standing
It is
in?
completely clear.
Okay. Shall start following the others.
All right.
These
I so
these
want
are
to
these
touch that.
stairs lead up or down?
They lead down.
Down.
Oh, these steps lead down.
We do.
These are the ones that lead up.
Yes.
I so want to touch that painting with the painted black dagger. Just trace it. But I won't.
You know, we've got how many gods do you want to deal with? So,
Yeah,
we've
but
already got two. Let's add another one.
They're like Pokemon.
what happens if the blade just appears in my hand?
Ooh. Well, really, our first port of call, if we were, is usually like a detect magic, identification type thing, not straight in with just put your hand on it, see what happens. As I
Yeah,
found out at one time,
but Rasmus's standing there.
staring off outside the cave.
I can
I
do
missed
detect.
them. I overslept.
I can do detect magic.
Ooh, can you? Maybe we should.
It may be worth just. There's something about that statue. There's
one?
gems. I'll point to the large one.
What, the one on the right?
There's one. The man.
Okay.
The large godlike being was painted behind it,
And you said they were gems?
and the water is. Did you not see them?
I don't know. I wasn't really looking. I've essentially been like this, holding on to Harbinger the entire time.
Yeah.
Actually, if I'm going over there,
Oh.
Harbinger's coming with me.
Go back over and I'll point out the gems.
If we're gonna do, if you'd like to do a detect magic, I think we should all move back over.
The doors at the
I
base
do
of the
it.
stairs swing open.
Oh my god.
The what? Swing open, sorry?
The doors at the base of the stairs swing open towards you. There's a clank of leather and metal as a
Like
row of
huge
Helvetians move forward.
Take a few steps back.
Salve. I see.
What's her name? What's her name? Begins with J. Begins with J. What's her name? What's her name?
Begins with V.
I didn't write her name.
Begins with V.
V. Yes. I didn't write her name down still.
Yes, good, yeah.
I think I did as Powell.
Can I see any form of rank on the name of Salvation? Do they look human or do they look different?
There are 8 of them. They look human. They stand there with their shields up. A row of them, shields locked together.
The one on the far back left, has he got some form of rank on it?
The woman at the back on the left has a plume on the helmet. You would guess that to be the leader.
Valeria. I'll shout out, Valeria.
You are trespassers here. Move on.
This is my quarry.
You have no right to this place. Perception
Divine sense.
check, Harbinger.
Oh, is it
Oh,
sight based?
It is sight based.
I'm all looking in. Someone's gonna flash in my eyes, not in a Imogen based way. Ooh, 18. It could
Oh,
be the
yeah.
worst.
You lock eyes with the woman standing in the second row behind her men. Beneath her helmet, you look upon her plain white glassy eyes. Your eyes flick to the other Helvetian soldiers. Each one of them has plain white eyes.
I was gonna divine sense, so I'll do that. Seeing that,
Right.
definitely, if possible. Do they appear as undead?
They do not. Can everybody roll initiative right now, please?
Drums.
Yes. Get that nut one out of the way.
What's your dex, Enzo?
Oh, my dex. I think it's 14, so +2.
So you go first.
Yeah, your initiative's +3, Enzo.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Dave's about to say to me, I'm not on the list.
He forgot to click it.
On the
Forgot
list.
to click it.
I didn't even notice, to be honest. What did I roll? Was that 29?
That's a 9.
Just a 9.
That's
Oh.
a 9.
Pretty all right.
It's on initiative for... Oh, Drader, you piece of shit. Oh, Laurie, you piece of shit.
Low and slow.
Or very high.
I'm at the wrong end of the initiative. Seriously.
Okay. Okay, so they step forward out into there. She tells Harbinger to move on. Harbinger takes a moment to concentrate on them. Gartok, what do you want to do, mate? Given the circumstances. Oh, at the moment, only Harbinger is the only one who has noticed the glassy-eyed bit.
Yeah, I don't know when. Can I say on my turn or before?
On your
We're
turn,
saying-
because you've just spent a bit of time divine sensing that.
All right. God, I was gonna fuck him up.
I don't know that they're
No,
like.
yeah, you wouldn't know.
I will. Sponge how that ends. Okay. I'll step to there, like taking a step down. I'll pull my mace from my back, and I'll shout down at him. Do you mean us any harm? We are allied with Helvetians.
Okay.
And I will hold an action to rage if they charge me or, become aggressive, I will rage.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about them yet, so...
All right.
That's
Yeah,
all I
that's
can do.
fine. So you're holding to rage if they become aggressive in some way. Enzo.
I've seen a lot of Helvetians. They said you're not welcome here. When Helvetians say you're not welcome, in my experience, it means just leave. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. So Dramas, show me this statue. Okay. I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You know what? I'm going to stay there and go with you. I'm not going on my own. And I'm done.
Okay. That puts us on to Reinhold.
Shoot, I'm all the statue there. There we go.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to cast Silent Image. And I'm going to create when I saw Darius, or what I at least perceived to be Darius, in an attempt to shake him out and remember who is really in charge of their soul and purpose on this island. And they're going to cast the Silent Image. So a 15-foot beacon of Darius just appears on the stairs. Just to intimidate.
Okay, this tall image of Darius appears.
And just sort of towering and looking very disappointed. And oh.
Their eyes remain fixed. Laurie goes, "Yes, Darius!" Okay, their eyes remain fixed, locked on you.
No reaction at all.
Yeah.
Remember who your master is. Please remember.
Okay. Make a persuasion check, please. Reinhold.
Persuasion. Oh, lordy. +3. Somehow. 21.
Ooh. One of the Helvetians at the front looks backwards towards Valeria, and you hear another voice. A disembodied voice, not from any of the Helvetians. Concentrate. And the Helvetian shakes his head and looks forward again.
I hear the concentrate.
Yes.
They are not themselves, they are being mind-controlled. If they go down, try and spare them. Spare the dying. Don't outright remove their heads. They're going to attack.
Okay. Their turn. Valeria raises her sword to the air and shouts, "Volley!" The 7 Helvetians throw their javelins forward into Gartok.
That's certainly aggressive.
Number 1 gets a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Him down.
Usually 17 to hit me.
Okay,
17
so
to hit.
2 is a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit. And that's a miss.
Got 2 more, I believe. If it's 7.
You got to rub it in.
Or am I...
No, I counted out. I counted out 7.
Okay, alright, right.
4 hits, 3 misses.
Okay. "28 points of damage as 4 of these javelins slam into you.
Ouch. Was he able to rage before or after?
Before. Well,
Okay.
as it happened, because I was holding my action.
Okay, so the javelins hit you, and you're... as quickly as that happened, you see the javelins fly in. The Helvetians launch a second volley of javelins into Gartok. 6 of them hit this time. Uh, 43 points of damage as 6 more javelins fly into you. You then hear a as the Helvetians all draw swords. Their shields drop a fraction. That is them done. Corim, you're up.
Already?
Would have they been able to see, because there is a 15-foot massive, like, beading Darius?
They do not
Obviously
seem
they must have.
bothered by it at all.
Damn it!
Okay. Alright, I thought I had a bit more time, to be honest. But what I shall do okay, what I'll do is I shall move up beside Gartok. How is he damage-wise? Does he look like he's just taken a real beating, or does he look very angry?
It stung, but he's taken a lot worse, and he's pissed.
He's currently extracting a multitude of javelins from various points of his body.
I think I have about 10 javelins rammed in various places at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to that point there, and I'm going to hold my action. As soon as they start moving towards us, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh no.
Just so you know, I will be nominating Gartok and Laurie, Enzo, Dramos, and him at the back, Dreda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I do 7? Hold on. Yeah, I can do any number of creatures, yeah. I'll nominate those people to be unaffected by the Guardians.
Okay. So, if they move forward, you're going to cast Spirit Guardians.
That's correct.
All right, that puts us on to Laurie.
Does he gain an extra attack because Darius is with him?
Well, attack number 15.
Fight harder! I must impress him.
As if Laurie doesn't get enough attacks. All right. So Laurie will charge straight at the Helvetian line.
Of course.
Down the stairs, 2 at a time, making his full movement. And he will make 2 melee attacks. That is rubbish. Laurie, what you doing? That's a 14 and a 24. So he slams with the first one, going wide over the head of the Helvetians, and brings the second hit in. The middle Helvetian lifts his shield up, blocking Laurie's blow. That's Laurie done. Dreda. What are we doing here? Are we fighting them?
They're under a spell, mind control. They're not themselves. And yes, incapacitate, but don't kill.
Laurie's just going to town down at the bottom of the stairs as Dreda asks his question. Dramos.
Fireball.
You're muted.
Thank you. Can Valeria make a... No. I take it Valeria's this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Um. Going to. Sorry, just seeing how much something costs me. Okay, so I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it. Can she make a Intelligence saving throw, please? For a DC 16.
18.
Okay, that does nothing. I will use Quicken Spell though, which costs 2 sorcery points. And I will cast a second level Mind Spike on it.
Okay.
So she needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh, that's a 6.
She takes the full 10 psychic damage. So I'm kind of like, my thinking is psychic damage will kind of potentially rock her out. Well, might kill, but it'll rock her out of whatever's gripping her. But I also know where she is if she tries to hide.
All right. So you see her pull her head back and her eyes clench tight, and then goes still. Looks forward again, resolute.
I'll look over to Enzo. Got any dispel magic sort of stuff to counter this?
Nothing to do this bit.
I do.
And that's me.
All right. So that's Stramos done. That makes it Harbinger's go.
I will shift forward.
Shift
I
forward.
have that.
Oh, those are the days.
Get to there.
All right.
And I will, I'll draw the fang, and as I get close, I will get right up in their faces and shout, Helvetian, your minds are being controlled. Remember who your allies are. I'm going to use my action to dodge. And I'm going to view them as allies. So if it makes any difference on their next saving throws, they will get a +5 from me. And they cannot be charmed again.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if that works until my next turn. So I'll just be dodging in the meantime.
Okay. So Laurie's right next to you now, shoulder to shoulder, and he's slamming blows into the shield. The Helvetian before, adeptly moving it around. Laurie looks to you briefly and says, "Snake!"
Me?
That's top of the round. It's Gartok's go.
Oh no. I'm blind. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
You did well on that perception.
I'll take a step back. Get a run up. Do some cool shit, hopefully.
Do it.
I want to kind of just bring my mace down and smash the spear shafts, and then I want to run and leap down the stairs. So it'll be 5 movement back, then 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to there.
Okay.
And bring the mace down on that guy in front of me.
All right. Do it.
Do you want any checks for me running and jumping
Oh
down
yeah,
the
we'll do an
stairs?
acrobatics check.
Yeah, let's go. To 18.
18.
Delicate
So you
wow.
leap down the stairs after smashing these javelins off you. Leonidas breaking the arrows off his shield
Hell
style. Fly through the air and land, bringing your mace down in the first swing at this Helvetian as he raises his shield to try and intercept.
14's gonna miss.
Yeah,
I just know it
your
is.
mace on the shield but does not penetrate his defense.
21.
Okay, also smashes on the field and does not get through his defense.
Okay. That's my turn then.
Make a perception check, Gartok.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Natural 20, 21.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no!
You slam your mace into the shield and swing again, defending it. You can see all the Helvetians moving up, glassy-eyed, completely devoid of any pupils. And you look left and right, and then you see the gigantic form of a snake just coiled in the shadows, just out of view of everyone else. It's huge, looking like, for all intents and purposes, a massive cobra, but the face have a distinctly humanoid aspect to it, while still being snake-like in its own regard. The eyes look up on you, and it knows that you've seen it.
It's my boy. It's Gary. He's come back.
We were maybe we were right about that old Chamber of Secret.
Yeah, he's come back in a pet cemetery kind of comeback way, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So that is Gartok's go done. It's Enzo's go.
Okay. I am going to hang on. 55. Okay, I'm in range. Can I see the leader Helvetian from where I am?
You can
Or is
indeed.
it too
You've
low?
got a slightly elevated position, and you can.
That's good enough to me. I'm going to turn to her, and I'm going to kind of twist my hand and give a little smile. I'm going to cast suggestion on her. I'm going to suggest that her and her men stand down. You need to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
If they do class as my allies, and they will get a saving throw, then that won't work on them immediately. Unfortunately.
Sorry, what?
Well, it's confusing because I was hoping that my aura might give them a boost against the snake, but if my aura gives them a boost against the snake, they also cannot be charmed or affected by anything that we.
But that's if you they're not allies, right? It's allies, right? In your
But-
aura, they're not allies.
But who defines whether they're allies?
Well, I don't know. It depends. It's up to you.
They
I guess.
do not seem to be affected, or she does not seem to be affected by your suggestion.
Okay. All right.
But I'll leave it up to you to decide whether that's because they are harming his allies or not.
Which you rolled good. Yeah.
Well, he didn't ask what the actual thing was, so
I
they're
didn't,
either
did I?
immune to it or whatever. Or he rolled so high.
You're level 5 now?
Yes.
So what is the saving throw?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, she doesn't seem to be affected by your suggestion.
Yeah.
All right. Who else is there? Hide behind that pillar. And I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Enzo Reinhold.
I'll take a step forward next to Brother Corim. Do I see the white of the eyes as well?
At this stage, yes. You look down there, you can
Okay.
see the whites of their eyes. Laurie is screaming Darius as he's pounding on this guy's shield. Frenzied by the appearance of his god.
I'm going to attempt a 3rd level Dispel Magic on the female, the leader Helvetian,
Okay.
and just see if she can snap out. Oh, shout! Snap out of it, woman! You know.
One second. You're casting at 3rd level.
3rd.
Okay, she doesn't seem to react.
Okay. It was too low, was it? Do you think? Well, do you have to make a roll?
Any spell of a 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Oh, you do, yeah. So you can get to make a check on it. So
Yeah.
So I just need to pop out for a couple of minutes.
sure.
I do.
So do I roll a D? So it's a D20 plus spell attack, which is 6, plus the spell level, which is 3.
So
it's
the DC
19. Or was it? Have I got that right?
You roll an ability check, adding your spellcasting ability.
So I get a 16.
A 16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you cast your spell magic on her.
Yeah.
She looks down. Her eyes away from you. Is there anything else you want to do, Reinhold?
Call your men off. And I'm gonna stand there.
Okay. On her turn, I am going to right. Well, 2 Helvetians on the left will attack Harbinger. 2 Helvetians on the right will attack Gartok, and the one in the middle will attack Laurie. Okay. So, on Harbinger. 24 to hit you, Harbinger.
Is that with disadvantage for my dodge?
It was not. I will roll that again. Okay, so that's going to be a miss.
Just the first attack against me.
Yeah. Second attack, also a miss from that first Helvetian. Second Helvetian along, 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
For 7 points of damage. As a short sword comes out and finds a jab in your armor. The next one is a 16 to hit you, so just scrapes along your shiny plate. Next one along attacks Laurie, getting a 24 to hit Laurie. Laurie will take some ow points from that. And another one on Laurie, also hitting him again. 4, 6 points. On Gartok, 17, which we know is a hit, for 11 points. And a 15, which is going to be a miss. The last one in the row gets a 24 for 4 points of damage, and his second attack comes in as a 17, which is going to do 11 points of damage. So they seem to be moving their shield just aside briefly and stabbing forward with these short swords, while the ones in the back row seem to be concentrating on providing defense against anything that's moving from above. The Valeria has kept her head down for a minute and seems to be shaking her head. The large snake-like creature moves forward just a fraction. And is going to shit, what is the answer to that? Okay. The snake moves forward a fraction, locking eyes with Harbinger, being the closest. There's a beam of white energy come from you, and you feel all your plates start to freeze up as cold energy racks over you. So it is What's your plus? 23 to hit you?
23, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So a hard layer of ice across the front of your armour. That is 15 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
That is me done for the moment. It is Corim's go. He is not here. We will come back to Corim. Laurie attacks and is going to miss and miss again. So he's pounding away on the front of these shields, but he just can't seem to get past their tight-knit shield fence. That's going to move us on to Drader's go. Drader will move down to there, and he will swing with the borrowed mace from Reinhold. That's a miss, and a miss again. It's Dramos' go.
Can I see said snake?
From your position, yes, you can see it.
So I'm gonna call a hound against the snake. Would I have seen the white beam coming out of the eyes?
Yes.
Past Harbinger. Yeah. So I'm gonna call a hound of ill omen against the snake.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn you and your hound.
Doop, doop, doop.
All yours.
Thank you. Got to be able to see. So it's going to appear there. As it kind of slinks out of the shadows, it's going to charge, jump up, and bite the snake. Getting an 18.
18 is a hit.
It's 14 piercing damage. And the stupid thing is it needs to make a strength saving throw. Only DC 13. But unless it can't be knocked prone, it's a snake. I doubt it. I wouldn't worry about that.
Strength saving throw is 24 anyway.
Yep, so that's good. However, that's my bonus action. Snakes.
Why did it have to be snakes? There's a big snake in the plane, Jock.
Gonna then. Oh, man. I didn't think this far ahead. Sorry.
Evidently.
I'm gonna cast Blight on it. Oh, can I? I'm not gonna be able to reach that from there. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, 30 feet range.
Yep. So nope, I'm not gonna cast Blight on it. Forget that I said that.
Sorry about that. Someone's hit my car.
Oh.
Oh no!
That was my neighbour calling me and said, someone's whacked your car.
Ah, that sucks.
Badly?
Yeah, how bad?
Not too, but I mean, it looked a bit rough when I first went out. They've caught the corner, the front driver's side wing, along the bumper. And it looked quite rough when I first got out there, but I kind of rubbed it and most of it's gone. But no, it's obviously scratched it quite a bit. My neighbour's got a camera as well.
I was about to say, you got any recording?
I was parked about bloody 5 yards too far up. Right, okay.
Can I
There's
make
nothing to be done
a
about it. It's it's not the first time, and it won't be the last, I'm sure.
can I make a wisdom saving throw as I cast polymorph on it, and is at disadvantage because of the hand being next to it?
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
22.
It's at disadvantage.
So yeah, straight roll then.
Okay, that's cool. Okie dokie. I will then move back there and point it out to Enzo. And I'll move back there. And that'll be me done.
Okay, so we'll just pop back so Corin can have his turn.
Alright, thank you. Well, basically what I'll do is none of them move forward in the last round.
No, they've held their position in that doorway.
Yeah, okay. Well, I shall stand up, move up behind Laurie, and I shall now cast. I'll actually lose that spell slot, don't I? Because I held it and it didn't get used. I believe is the rule, isn't it?
That's right.
It is.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'll move up behind him, and I shall cast Spirit Guardians. Oh crap! That wasn't meant to do that. I was meant to show it on the screen, but I've cast Spirit Guardians.
At what level?
4th level it is. Yeah, that only rolled 3d8. If
I will attempt to counter it,
will you indeed?
but fail. I rolled a natural 1 on my spellcasting check.
Well, that's handy. Oh, so all that does is just use it. How do I shit?
Okay, so Spirit Guardians come up.
There we go. That's what I was trying to find. Yes. Spirit Guardians have gone. So, I'm going to have to take down one of these auras because it's
a bit of a mess.
I'm going to take both down because it's easier. But what I will keep. Okay, so that's Spirit Guardians. So I wave my hands. I'll whisper to Darius. And my angelic defenders sprout up around me. And that's my go.
All right. Okay, so we were on Dramos, so now it's Harbinger.
They don't appear to have snapped out of it in any way.
They don't, and they are most certainly not your allies. I rolled a 19 in defense of your suggestion there, Tom.
Alright, okay. If they are, I will take an attack on the one in front of me who's trying to hurt me. Using Blood Fang. First attack is a 17.
Okay, slams on the shields but does not get through.
Ooh. Wow. Alright. Swipe again. 28 on the second
Okay,
attack.
you manage to find a gap just about in the shields and get a blow through to one of the Helvetians.
Oh, if they're locked in, they get extra. So that does 18 damage in total, 13 slashing and 5 radiant.
18 damage. The one directly in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear a scream out as a Bloodfang cuts into his flesh.
He's still alive and well.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be ready. That'll be done.
Okay. Top of the round, it's Gartok's go.
Keeping with the Spartan vibe, I guess. The one in front of Laurie, I'm gonna give him the old Spartan kick
Okay.
and try and force him back. So it's a shove attack, basically.
Okay.
So it's contested strength.
Oh.
Jesus.
20, yeah, natural 20, 28.
Well, we'll roll it anyway. Natural 20. I shit you not.
There you go.
So natural 20, which it's not a saving throw, it's just a check. So that is just a 23 from me. So you kick out at the one in front of Laurie, and he goes back 5 feet.
He gets 5 feet to back.
Yeah.
I'll shout, break the line, kill the snake, and then for my second attack, I'll just wail on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Because the shove attack replaces one of your attacks, it says. So.
Alright.
No, I'll step into that gap first. And I'll try and kick the guy in front of me again.
Okay.
Instead.
Go for
My
it.
apologies. Just a 20 this time, so you might resist this one.
21.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this time he braces and shield up. You kick into it, but he manages to hold his ground, bracing himself against the two Helvetians on either side of him.
So that's my attacks, and that's me done.
Imagine Laurie going, "That was my one! Get your own!
He was mine! Okay.
I just booted him.
Gartok done. Enzo up.
Okay, let's see what I can do. I am going to step out here. I'm going to look at the big snake reluctantly, and I am going to cast Phantasmal Force at it. I'm going to cast it. It needs to make a 15 intelligence save.
Okay.
It's quite wise. How intelligent is it?
That's a 10.
Yes. Okay. So, right in front of it, I'm going to do an image of a giant mirror, so it's looking back at itself.
Okay.
Phantasmal Force basically means that thing is 100% convinced a giant mirror is right in front of it, and it is staring back directly at it. It looks like a mirror, it feels like a mirror, it sounds like a mirror, everything about it is 100% a mirror in its eyes, right?
Okay.
Okay?
In the hope it turns itself to stone, is that what you're hoping for here?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Or at least pause it. Like it, like pause the thing.
Does it have any
it's like a
physicality?
10
It's
foot.
just an image.
It is. It's an image, right? There's no physicality.
Okay.
But if it were to try and hit it and it go through it, no matter how illogical, it will think, "Oh, I just missed it," until it makes the save.
Okay. And it gets to make the save at the beginning or end of its turn. End of its turn?
Yeah. Well, it can take an option to investigate it. That's how.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember
They
now.
have to take an action to actually investigate
Cool.
it.
But you've wasted one of its turns, which is really
Yeah, you
critical.
used up an action for me to do that. That's the
Whatever
thing.
happens.
So there's a giant mirror kind of in front of it at the moment, so that's all it can see.
Okay.
Mortis time.
Secondly, I am going to shout out, "You'll never attack a front Helvetian line. Come on now. Fall back. And I am going to use my special thing that I have, which is what's it called? Mantle of Inspiration, which I'm going to put on Gartok, Harbinger. I mean, I could do it Larry, but whether he'll fall back, I'll never know. Dreader. Sure, why not Larry? Essentially, you get 8 temporary hit points, and should you choose to, you can use your reaction to move your full movement speed without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Laurie's not going to move ever.
No, but in other words, it's fucking pointless fighting them there. So get them in the open.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I'm gonna hide back behind the pit. Actually, I'm gonna go a bit further back to this pillar. They are actually gonna do that. And that's my go. If you don't take the reaction to move, fine, but at least you get 8 temporary hit points, I guess. Oh wait, did I say Harbinger as well? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. So Dreader, Harbinger, Gartok, and Laurie. Yeah.
All right.
And you can move now if you want to.
Laurie
Hint.
He's going to move to there.
Yeah. I will find a new target.
All right. Okay, so I guess that's it. Okay, so we'll move on to Reinhold to go.
Seeing that people are struggling to get through the shields, I will hold up my hands and may Darius guide you and cast Bless at 2nd level at Drader, Harbinger, Gartuk, and Laurie. So you add a 1d4 to your attack roll. And saving throw, which might come in useful if the mirror fails. I'm going to scooch 5, 10, 15, because I'm kind of doing stuff now. And I'm going to sit there with a thumb up my ass.
Okay. That's you done?
Yep.
Okay, it's the beginning of their go, so it's time for some Spirit Guardian fun.
Absolutely. I'll just roll it straight.
So that's never fun for me.
I'll do it the fun way.
All right, Wisdom saving throws.
15. Oh my god. Oh! No, I couldn't read it properly. I thought that was a load of 1s, but there were 7s.
Every single one of them made their saving throw.
Damn, son!
9 points of damage. Is that Harbinger's fault?
You're just being. Well, you think I just spite you now because of all the profits that you made?
Okay.
No, they're not aided by me.
The one directly in front of Harbinger looks terribly shaken by that run of spiritual beings slashing through his heart.
Darius compels you to surrender.
Okay. So on that is
Start of
their start of their go. So he will spend the snake will spend a round investigating the mirror. That's an intelligence check of 16. All right, but that's him done for this round.
Does was it Valeria do anything weird?
She is just about to, yes. Nothing you'd like.
Oh, I thought she snapped out of it.
No, she head comes up, eyes as white as ever.
Damn it.
She points at Gartok having broken the line and says, "Bring him down!" So all of the Helvetians have...
So, are they guardsmen? She just shouted an order.
Yes.
First rank,
good.
second rank, fire.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Move.
I'm going to get stabbed up now.
Yeah.
Okay. AC 17, right?
Correct.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a natural 20, so I'll just pause right there. So the first guy did 2 hits with his Gladius. $11 points of damage from the first guy.
Okay.
The second guy there is going to get 18 points of damage
Okay.
and 8 points of damage. Okay,
Alright.
on to the third guy. That's a hit for 14 points of damage. That's a miss on him. Fourth guy now. That's a natural 20 for 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
That's a hit for 10 points of damage. Moving on to the fifth guy. That is a hit for 10 points of damage. And finally, another hit for 11 points of damage. So Gartok in the middle of now having paused himself forward, the shields just part and an array of stabs just hacking through his flesh, finding all of the javelin remains that are sticking out of him and seemingly opening those wounds even further. The one in front of Laurie will attack him, hitting Laurie.
That was 96 points of damage you did there, by the way. That's my calculation.
Yep.
Okay, so Laurie takes a blow, and that's a miss on Laurie. On the other side, Drada is going to take one. That is going to be a miss, followed by a hit for 9 points. And Valeria will throw a javelin at Quarry. Natural 20 to hit Corin with a javelin.
I think I'll be looking that one.
Okay.
You can have a 10 instead.
Okay, so that's a 15 to hit you. All
Well
right.
worth the points, that one. Well,
All right. So second one. That is a 19. So plus 5, so 24 to hit Corin.
who's this come off?
This is
This
the second javelin from Valeria.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Okie dokie. Well, it's not a critical anyway, so that is just 5 points of damage from a javelin.
Okay.
Can you make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yeah.
Am I within Harbinger's range? Yeah, okay, so it'll be 11.
11. Okay, so the javelin flies and goes straight through your... You got a shield at the moment, don't you?
I do, yes, of
So
course.
it pierces straight through your shield, and the javelin comes to pierce your armour. Your shield has no use until you spend an action to remove the javelin.
Right.
So it'll reduce your AC.
Okay.
That is them all done. So we are on to Corium's go. Oh,
Okay. Hang on.
concentration check.
Yeah. So, let me take the damage first, and then it's a concentration check, yeah?
Yep.
So, that's the first roll. And that's the... Okay, that's the second roll. Now I get +5 off Harbinger, so I'm on 14, so that's plenty.
Fuck you, Harbinger. Fuck you.
Ruin all my fun.
I have Warcaster, which is why I get advantage on
Yep.
thingy now as well. So, right, okay, Gartok. Does he look really bad? Does Gartok look really bad?
He took a lot of damage, but he's not on death's door by any means.
Get the flex tape out.
Right, I'll
Yeah, it's pouring out of multiple wounds at the moment.
right, I'll take a step up. Multiple holes coming out of them all.
Yeah.
I'll take a step up behind Gartok, and I shall mumble a prayer to Darius, and I'll channel divinity, 60 points.
All my work undone.
Only up to half. Half health.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Has Drader took damage? Harbinger?
Drader took
Quarry?
damage, yeah.
I think I've taken a teeny amount because Enzo gave me a bit.
Yeah. Okay then. Laurie, how's Laurie looking?
He's glistening with sweat as he swings majestically into the Helvetian line.
He looks happy.
There's a huge smile on his face.
So happy.
Okay. As the bonus action, then I shall cast a first level healing word into Gartok as well. Then, because I can. So, do you want to add 4 points onto this, please? Oh, minimum. 11 points.
It all helps.
Let me mark that one up. And that will be me done.
All right. Corum done. It's Laurie's go.
He gets a D4
Okay.
on every attack. Go, Laurie. I choose you.
Okay.
Choose you.
Laurie is going to attack the Helvetian in front of him.
This is how we make mashed potato.
27 to hit, which hits the Helvetian. So the Helvetian, he goes to swing to the side, and the Helvetian drops his shield, and when he does it, he comes over the top and smacks him right in the face in between his cheek guards.
Oh. 14 points of damage. 14-point punch.
And he will attempt to punch him again. Ooh, and you say I got a D4 on this?
Yeah, you got a D4.
That'll make it 26. That's a hit.
Yeah.
That Helvetian goes down to the ground. So we just move him out.
Told you.
1, 2, 3. The Helvetian to the side there will take an attack of opportunity on Laurie. Hitting Laurie for 11 points. Okay. So there. This is an attack of opportunity. That's a hit on Laurie.
Of course he's going for the snake. Of course.
4. And getting all the way to there. And Laurie gonna get hit again for another. He will spend a key point to take a flurry of blows and hit Valeria twice in the back.
Questionable, Laurie.
Sorry?
Questionable choice there from Laurie.
I think he's going to dock a piety point for that one.
Yeah.
He misses twice with that. She sees him and she turns around and puts the shield up, but she manages to deflect from him twice. That's Laurie done. It's Drader. Drader will continue to try and attack. He's going to take...
Gets a D4.
To attack with the mace. Because... Ooh, let's just see how this works. Okay, Laurie has attacked the rear of the formation, so they lose their testudo plus 5 AC bonus, bringing them down to just 21 AC.
Damn.
Oh.
So that means Drader will get a hit in.
Yeah. Praise stars.
Okay.
Better praise it, Drader.
Okay, so there's a missing a hit. That's Drader done. It's Ramos' go.
Hound of Ill Omen will take his attack at advantage because he now has an ally. That's not going to do anything. 11.
That is a miss.
Stupid dog.
Stupid dog.
5, 10, 15. I am going to cast a spell. What a surprise. I'm going to send a chromatic orb at the snake at 2nd level. And it's going to be...
Is the huge mirror obscuring at all, Tom?
I'm sorry?
Is the huge mirror in front of the snake obscuring at all?
Well, it's not there anymore.
As soon as she sees it, it disappears, does it?
As soon as she investigates and realizes it's an illusion, it fizzes.
Carry
away.
on.
But when it was, it's complete obscure because it's real. It's a real mirror.
Carry on, Dramos.
So it's going to be lightning if it hits. That's a 20.
Oh, that's a hit.
And that's 23 lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 and crouch behind the demon again.
Alright, so you hear the snake hiss out in pain as the lightning racks through its body.
That is me done.
Okay, it's Harbinger's go.
I'm going to look towards the two figures lined up on the left. So that's Valeria and the Helvetian in front. And I'll say, by the power of Darius, flee. And I'm going to try and cast a second level command on them. So could I have a wisdom saving throw from them both?
This is the two in front of you.
The two on the left-hand side in front of me. So the two in front of Drader.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
The one on the left gets himself a 16.
Oh, it's a fail.
And the one on the right.
Oh, the one actually, I went whatever her name is behind him.
Oh, behind. Okay.
Yeah. As the second one.
So that was a 19.
Which is a pass.
And the one next to her at the back?
No, just those two. Just the two on the left. And so you
directly in front. Okay, so the other one, then the regular one, was again a 16, which is a fail, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually just two guys.
Yep. I got it. Yep.
And the one in front, yeah. And
so she passed, and he failed.
Okay. So he has to spend his turn to move at his full movement away from the combat.
Cool.
I think I'm going to try and run around the back as well. No, I'm not. So I'm done. That was my action.
All right, top of the round, Gartok to go. He's the meat in a Helvetian sandwich.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get out of it now.
Some people pay good money for that.
Reinhold.
Right.
I will place my first attack as a big old boot at the guy in the top right corner of the formation. 28.
Yeah, it's a 15 from me.
So he goes 5 foot down. I will fill this space. So I'll take
two attacks.
2 attacks opportunity.
I'm not sure. I might have to double check this. If you can move diagonally between two opponents.
Fair enough.
If that makes you want to rethink what you do.
I was doing it on the assumption I could.
I'm happy for you to reassess based upon that. Because there isn't actually a 5 foot gap between two diagonal opponents. When you do it with allies, they allow you to pass.
Valid.
Yeah, because you're occupying space, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back a step and change your mind what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I instead do it to the guy directly in front of me?
Yes, you can. Well, I'll take it as the same fling, so he goes back 5 feet.
And then I'll fill his space, because that's directly in front of me.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
You could kick him over the edge.
So you kick him straight into that wall there.
I'm assuming it's not a pit.
No, it's a wall, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would be all the way to 300 if it was a pit.
I know, I'm living my best dream here.
Earth and water, you'll find plenty of both down there.
Second attack, I'll swing the mace back at the guy in front of Harbinger.
How did he fall?
And that's advantage, I believe, because of Drader.
Indeed.
So, yeah. $22.
22 is a hit.
Just 11 points of damage, then.
Okay, that collapses his helmet and he goes down.
And that's me done. I'm just trying to break the formation, is what I'm trying to do, really.
Okay. They are. Most of them are down to AC 19 now. They started this off with AC 26, and now they're down to 19. So that is Gartok done. Enzo's go.
Right. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. I am going to cast Bane on Big Snake Lady.
Okay.
In charge Woman Lady. And I think this Helvetian here. Oh no, not that Helvetian. This Helvetian.
Okay.
The one to her right.
All right.
Okay, so I need you to, if you wouldn't mind, roll me a charisma saving throw for all of them, please.
Okay, so the snake, not that charismatic, gets an 11.
Fail.
And the Helvetian, 14 actually for the snake.
Still fail.
Oh, sorry. Look on the saving throw line. 17 for the snake.
Okay, that passes.
Yeah.
God, it just got higher and higher.
Well, I was looking at the Helvetian stat block, and I flicked over to the right tab, and then I saw, it's +3 on charisma, and then the line underneath, it's +6 for charisma saves. So apologies, I messed that up.
Okay.
And who was the other one?
So it was Captain Helvetia.
Captain Helvetia. Helvetians assemble. Cock. That is a 15.
That's a pass. She's 15 is the thing. Yeah, pass.
Okay.
And the one to the right.
And the one to the right. That is a 6.
Okay, he fails at least. So he's baned.
Okay.
It didn't go as well as I'd hoped. And let me just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, cool. Right. This might help. I'm not sure. But I am going to use my Mantle of Inspiration again. Use the bardic thing. I'm going to use it on Harbinger. Would Corin want to move? Harbinger, Gartok. Laurie. Oh, would he be smart enough though? Yeah, I'm sure if Gartok shouted loud enough. Maybe not.
Such.
Fuck. Why are the fighters so stupid? That's annoying.
Because they're fighters.
This is so dumb.
Smart, they'd be wizards.
We keep getting hit on the head over and over.
So Gartok, Harbinger.
Intelligence of 8. Come on.
Oh fuck. Dreader and fuck it. I'll give it to Corum. Why not? All right, you'll get 8 temporary hit points, and should you choose, you can use your reaction to move your full movement at no attack of opportunity
Okay.
whatsoever.
So, Drader, Laurie, did you say had that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Immediately, yeah?
Yeah, you use it now. But keep in mind, you don't have a reaction until the next full thing.
Alright.
You have to use your reaction.
But I can't go through the enemy's diagonal squares.
9.
Guess I could go around to like there, though.
Going around the outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we get hit points for that one as well?
8 temporary.
Yeah, sorry. I
Yeah,
forgot.
you all get 8 temporary.
Yeah, and I wouldn't move because, as we established, you can't go diagonal, so I just stay where I am. So I wouldn't use it.
So, update on the situation then. Enzo at the back there has cast. It was Bane, was it?
I tried to cast Bane and
Yeah.
it failed.
And then cast.
And then my Mantle of Inspiration.
Mantle of Inspiration. So Laurie ran past the hound and got round the back of the snake lady. Harbinger moved around the Helvetians and is round the back of the ranks now. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to hide behind that pillar again. That's me done.
Okie dokie. So okay, so that's you do. Run, hold, go.
I'm going to poke my head round. How's Gartok looking? Pretty bloodied up?
Much better now. I'm okay.
You're right. Okay. In that case, my man's fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna point my finger and give him the chilly touch onto the snake. 17 to hit,
It's a
12
hit.
necrotic.
All right.
Cannot regain hit points if that's relevant till the next turn. And if it is undead, which I don't think it is, it has disadvantage on attacks for the next roll.
Okay.
And for a bonus action...
Only against you.
Oh, only against me. Okay. Does Drader took a hit. How's he looking?
He's not looking great. Not looking great.
I will dump a second level healing word into him.
Okay.
So for 10 healing.
All right, he needed that.
Give
There
him a
was
wink.
blood pouring out from underneath his clothing, but he was holding his ground. Okay, so you move up to that side bit, hiding around the wall. Okay. Some necrotic damage down the side of the snake. Yeah. So that's you done?
Yep.
All right. I will. Misty step to there.
Oh, hey, buddy. How's it hanging?
I will.
Hello.
I will.
What have I done, Jamie? What have I done to you recently? I buy as much Warhammer as I can. Don't do it.
It is not enough.
Welcome to Quarry.
You should have fought those small ghosts.
All right. You move
I'm
around there,
sorry.
and Snake Lady's going to take an attack on you, which minus from what you just said.
Okay.
So that is 24 minus.
Might be the Bane, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So what does the bang give it? Minus
D4.
Minus 3.
I'm gonna shield. I don't like where this is going.
Okay, so it's a 21 to hit you. I presume you're okay.
I'm 24 AC for this attack round.
All right. So yeah, it move around the side of you, and then its big head clamps down. You just manage to stop it under a flicker of magical energy, and it comes back at you. There is still time to join and rule in the Underdark. And so I move there, 5, 15, and I'm going to then move away from you to there.
My reaction's spent for shield.
All right.
Is it the rest of their goes?
It is the rest of their goes now, yes. All right, 15s, right?
15, yeah.
Okay, above Drader. That's a fail. How much am I taking on fails?
You're taking 9 on fails.
Okay. Valeria will make it.
19, right?
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Fail. Yeah, my mistake.
19.
Yeah, 19 for fails.
Okay.
9 for if you make it. Yeah.
It's been a day.
Sorry, yeah.
Thank you. The one next to Valeria. 12 is fail, so that's AC. Remaining hit points were 19. The one to the north of Gartok, natural 1. He had 19 points left as well. The one to the right of Gartok has 19 points, so let's hope he makes it. He does, so he... yeah.
So he's down to 10.
And that one there will also make it. All right, there we go. That's them done. Okay.
Darius compels you to surrender. Again.
Okay, so she will take a step back out of the Spirit Guardians and shout to her allies, "Get clear!" And they will move out as well. It halves movement, doesn't it, the Spirit Guardians?
It does, yes.
Yeah. Okay, she will step clear. It was, what, sorry?
Attack of opportunity on one of them? I was next to one of them, wasn't I?
You were.
He was next to both of them.
He only gets one reaction.
That's a shame.
Sadly. There was one directly to my right, wasn't it?
There was. Yes, this one.
Yeah, so I'd swing at him.
Okay.
29 to hit him for 10 points of damage.
That's all he had left. Okay. As Valeria moves out of it, she will swing her Gladius at the Hound of Ill Omens. This is the closest thing. Um, 17 to hit the Hound.
Yep.
For 10 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to just go back here. She would not have done that.
Nah.
She will run
Okay.
at Corim. She'll tell her
Yeah.
men to get clear and she will run at Corim. So you have those hit points back.
Fucking knew that was going to happen.
All right. At Corim, we're looking at a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Are you taking that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that is 5 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay.
Do you get advantage because of Warcaster?
It depends what it's for.
Oh, sorry. What's the what? The con isn't for my my
No, this is from the blade that's hit you.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Add a D4. That makes any difference? Probably not.
I don't think so.
All right, so our total here is 4, is it?
Yes. How close to Harbinger am I?
You're out of Harbinger's thing.
Okay.
not
4 it
close
is.
enough.
Alrighty. So as the blade cuts into you, you feel some sort of pulse of energy from it. Can you take an additional 4 points of damage from it?
Okay.
All right. She'll take a second attack on you. 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So did you make your concentration check?
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, is it 2 lots of energy, or was it 2 lots of...
It was just one attack, that first one was.
One attack, okay. Then I'll just roll it once, because that's made it.
Okay. So the second attack is hitting you. It's doing 7 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
And an additional 10 points of damage as you feel another pulse of energy from the blade.
Do I get a con roll on this one?
Not the second one, no.
Oh. Right, okay.
And that is them done. So it is your go, Corin.
Right, hold on. So another con check for the second hit. Yeah, that will be enough. And then it's my go, you say.
Yes, so she shouted to her men to get clear, who move out of them. One of them being taken by Gartok, but in a blind frenzy, she just runs at you. You having taken down so many of her people with the Spirit Guardians, and just blindly starts hacking into you. Her responses still show some semblance of anger, as if she does not recognise what you are and just sees you as a generic enemy who's attacking her people, rather than thinking that she's doing, evil in some way. Mm-hmm. So that is, it's on to you, Corin.
You have forsaken your god. And for that, I'm afraid you will die. And I'll draw my scimitar and attempt to hit her with it. Uh, 18 to hit.
It's a miss.
Yeah, the horrible feeling it might be. Okay, it's bonus action. I'll take another swipe.
No.
17 to hit.
With her shield and segmented plate armor, you just can't find any gap to get a shot in.
That'll be me. No.
Laurie runs back in and
with a D4.
Fight me, I've got what you want, and my fists have no fear of your steel. He misses. He hits. For 14 points of damage. Laurie has spent all of his key points. He's used his action surge. He's done. Laurie's done. Drader will try and attack her, but can't get through her defences with the mace. It's Dramos' go.
You muted.
Don't worry, he said, "Oh man."
Actually, I said okay. So
Ooh.
the hound will be running through the spirit guardian. So it's a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Is it only if it ends its turn or starts its turn?
I believe it's as it first enters.
It's when he
Okay.
enters.
Couldn't remember what the waffle was.
Yeah.
It's incredibly detrimental. That's the important thing.
It slows it down.
What's the save for Spirit Guardians, Dave?
Say 15.
15. So half damage.
Half damage.
The Hound of Ill Omens is running for your Spirit Guardians.
Alright, oh
No,
yeah.
it's taken the full whack. Five.
Alright, full back, 17 points.
Okay. 17. Okay. So it's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90, 95, 100. Because it's got to move its fastest possible motion movement towards the creature it's set on. I'm going to see that really great big snake next to Enzo.
I'm sure Enzo probably sees it as well. I'd like to think Enzo's not just looking at you at the moment, completely unaware. Wait, is it Gartok behind me?
It's looking at me, isn't it?
Enzo, I don't want you to worry, but you've got to just don't look behind you, my friend. I'm going to cast Thunder. I'm going to go up to Enzo, touch his shoulder, and say, "Trust me," and try and cast Thunder Step.
Okay. Let me just have a quick look-see here.
And I'm casting it at a higher level than 3rd.
Yeah, I'm just deciding whether I want to try and counter it. I will attempt to counter it.
Okie dokie. I'm only going to cast it at 4th.
All right. I will successfully counter that.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
Well, on the bright side, that's my reaction gone.
Yeah. So when your Enzo's going to leg it.
I will.
Do you trust me? Why? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do something?
Gonna try and get you out of here. 5, 10, 15. Would I be able to step up onto there and kind of like try and kind of like hide in kind of like a running way, kind of just get myself behind the demon statue?
Sure.
That's what I'm gonna do, because bonus action, I can't do anything.
All right. So, Enzo, Dramos runs up to you, puts his hand on you, said, "Do you trust me?" And then runs away again.
I assume you were gonna do something. Okay.
Brilliant. Okay. Is that everything for you, Dramos?
Yes.
All right. A Harbinger.
Harbin is going to use her move and then her action to move to dash all the way over to here, next to the snake.
Okay.
But then I'm spent. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Fine. Then it's top of the round. It's Gartok. It's not looking good for Valeria at the moment. She's fighting a heroic last stand. Eyes still glazed over.
I was going to leave her, but she stabbed up Corin pretty good. Yeah, I'll attack her.
Okay.
With advantage from Trader.
Oh!
That's a crit.
Oh,
It's low damage though, isn't it, really? It's at 9, 13, 16, 25?
Okay. A hefty blow breaches her defences, smacks into the front of her segmented armour, taking away a plate.
Still on her feet. Go again. 15 probably misses.
It definitely misses. She brings a shield at this time. Part of the shield breaking as your mace swings through the corner of it, taking up a whole section of shield.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Enzo.
Okay. I am going to go and cast Phantasmal Force at it once again.
Okay.
If you could give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
19.
Yeah, that'll pass. Okay, that didn't go well. All right. So,
plan B.
plan B, run like the fucking wind. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me test. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm there. And I am going to... Oh, God, I hope I rest after this. Once again, use my Mantle of Inspiration
Oh, wow.
on myself, Gartok, Dramos. Shit, I can see Dramos, right? Is that elevated or can I not see him?
You can see him. It's elevated.
Okay. So myself, Gartok, Dramos, and who else wants to move? Corim? Yeah, why not? I'll give it to Corim as well, just in case he wants to move out of melee. You all get 8 temporary hit points, and you can move up to your movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks, but you use your reaction. I'm using that to get the fuck out of dodge.
Is this?
20.
Well, it doesn't matter actually. It's still there.
Yeah, I'll take the run this time.
Maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, I get there. Yeah. That's where I'm going, so, you know, you can...
All right.
Make that note by there. Shit, I have second level spells. I believe that's me done.
Cool. Reinhold.
Looking to my right, seeing a load of fallen Helvetians, but seeing I don't want this fucker to run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... Actually, you know, I'm going to go there. I'm going to use Stone Shape and create a 5 foot by 5 foot cube just under where her head is and lock her to that pillar.
Okay.
And she ain't fucking moving, if you'll allow it.
Ah,
I'd take it as a grapple check, really.
Yeah,
what you're trying to do, isn't it?
I want her neck kind of like... Obviously, she can still attack and shit, but I don't want her shifting. Oh, she's going to fucking Misty Step out of there anyway, but, you know, it's like...
Okay, so you form this piece of stone and try to block her up against the pillar with it.
Yeah.
As you work your magic and bring it in, I'm going to want you to make... really, it's going to be like a dexterity check. To try and bring this in such a way to block her.
Dex check. Oh, I've got a +0. 10.
Okay, she gets a 17, so you bring the block in and she ducks her head down as you swing the block in to try and block her, and she moves back from it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll use my bonus action to swing at her.
Okay.
Dual wield it. 19 to hit, 4 bludgeoning, 8 divine, 12 total.
Okay.
So you just have to make this difficult, don't you? Whack!
Okay, you slam into her. You can see now with the necrotic damage and cut she's taken, she looks quite bad. There's blood pouring down her. She is still up though.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes.
All right.
Actually, no, I've got, hang on, 5, 10. I'll get opposite side of Harbinger.
All right. She will move out of Harbinger's reach. To round to the back of Reinhold, close to the statue.
Can I take a attack of
Yeah,
opportunity?
indeed you can. Yes, I was just pausing to give you opportunity.
I couldn't remember when I'd used the mantle ability, but that was that. Alright. Even good damage. Rolled a 14.
That's a
Add
bonus.
a D4. Add a D4.
Oh yeah, with a D4. I don't know if it's gonna hit.
No, probably not.
16.
Which is a hit.
Yeah.
Praise Darius.
I'll put a first level smite into it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Oh, you Oh, Gareth! What are you playing? I've just killed loads of Hellbones. Sorry, that's why. So what am I rolling? 19, 21.
21 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so she goes to move around Reinhold, eyes lighting up. You slash through her, severely wounding her. She looks like she's on her last legs. Not that she has legs. And she, I am indefeatable. Her eyes flick and lightning shoots from her eyes straight into Reinhold and arcs through Harbinger as well.
Ooh, cheeky mare.
Wonderful.
Can you both make a dexterity saving throw?
I can try.
My favourite one of all.
Natural 20!
Well done.
You tried well.
13. Don't think I've made it.
I think it's half damage for a save anyway. Usually it's for stuff like this. You don't get off scot-free.
Chain lightning fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many times do we get chain lightning now? Like at least 4 times.
It's all that
Grab
metal
around.
you're wearing, you see. It's all the metal and oh.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just.
Ravaran just kept putting channel lightning through me and Garth over and over.
Yeah.
And we just kept standing near each
Look
other.
at that. That's
and-
awful. So 26 points of damage, or 13 if you made your save.
I presume I didn't.
You did.
With a 13.
With a 13, you did not get it.
Okay, taken.
That is awful. Look at all those ones. Look at
Well,
all
I
those
rolled-
twos.
I double 1 on the smite, so you know.
That's decidedly
round.
average. That's what I get for getting a computer to roll for me. All right, I am indefeatable. The lightning racks along, lighting up both of your armor and scorching it. A Harbinger's armor in particular, once shiny, is now scratched and with black carbon scores all along it. So that was that. So moves to there. That is her go done.
I'm going to take an attack opportunity
You can if you want
if I
to.
can. Mace of Thunder. Dirty 20. 5 bludgeoning, 1 thunder, and I don't think I count the divine because it's my first. I've had my first strike. 6 total, and a very loud bang.
Okay, so she goes to move away. You slam her in the back with a mace of thunder, and all of the life goes from the body as she just goes long ways straight onto the floor. Head to the side, long tongue extended, dead. Meanwhile, I believe Valeria has to make a spirit guardians check, correct?
She will do indeed.
Meanwhile, on the stairs of doom.
That is a 14.
That's 15 points of damage.
Oh, she doesn't look good.
But she looks well enough to have another couple of stabs.
She reels from it. You see, Corim, that her eyes clear and appear as normal, but it doesn't slow her down, and she attacks regardless.
Oh. Well, we did
Is
just
she in
kill
there?
all of her friends.
Yeah, covered in her friend's blood.
All right,
Yeah.
it's 25 to hit Corim.
I haven't got a shield. I wear half black, so yeah, you're gonna hit me.
Okay, so it is 4 points of slashing damage
Yes.
plus 24 additional points as another pulse of energy goes from the blade into you.
Sorry, can you say that last number again?
24 points.
That's what I thought you said. You sure you got that right?
I have. Yeah, I'm sure I got that right. Yeah.
Is it too late to lucky that?
So that's 28. Right. Let me just attempt my Constitution saving throws here. It's half the damage, isn't it?
Yeah, you make it.
Yeah, so that'll make it then on the first one.
All right. So she swings wildly through, and then reverses the sword and tries to bring it into you yet again, Corin.
Yes.
That's just a 21 this time.
That'll be a hit.
Okay. So that is 7 points of damage.
Yes.
And 29 points of additional.
That's 36 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Saving throws are getting trickier.
Yeah, you're gonna get what? 18.
Yeah. Okay. The
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians drops.
That is all of her attacks. The remaining Helvetian, she says, "Get in here," and he will run and attack Laurie like a fool. He's going to hit Laurie.
You're just gonna piss him off.
Okay, that's my go done. It is Corim's go.
You will die for that. And I shall take a swing at her with my scimitar.
You shall
With
fall like all enemies of Helvetia.
$18 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. Bonus action, I'll swing again. Did I roll anything good there?
No.
No.
Nothing that can get past
Right.
the defences. Is that you done? Yes? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yep, okay.
Say his line. I'm gonna fuck you up. I want that on a t-shirt with Laurie's head, like in quotations.
I shall not run.
So, Laurie turns to the one who just attacked him. I will break you like a dry stick! 20.
He has a D4.
He gets through with that. There's only a 19 at the moment.
Did I get any D4s on my attack?
No, you don't. It was Drader, Gartok, Laurie, and Harbinger? Yeah.
So Laurie just punches that Helvetian Legionnaire straight in the face, and he almost just drops on the spot, just collapses in on himself. Okay. That was his first attack. So he will... He'll attack Valeria. And he will miss Valeria.
With the D4.
Oh, with a D4 is 19, which still misses Valeria.
Ooh.
It's Drader's go, who, looking not terribly confident at this situation, looks uncertainly towards Corium. Are you sure?
Absolutely. With
That,
blood coming out my mouth.
he swings, and Valeria easily bats aside his 2 attacks with her shield. It is Dramos' go.
You're muted again.
Oh, see the snake drop. The hound slinks back in, kind of like looks over at me and slinks back into the shadows from whence he came. If I look over at Valeria, can I see that her eyes are back to normal?
Make a perception check. You can't see from this distance. They're in the midst of a frenzied fight. You just can't see.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move over to the top of the stairs. And... well, actually, that's as far as I can go. I will cast... gotta stop this fighting. But I don't know that she's not under mind control. So I'm going to cast Mind Sliver because I won't know that she's out of mind control. I'll just kind of like run blindly and cast it on her. Can she make an intelligence saving throw, please?
She gets 12.
She takes 10 psychic damage.
All right. So, swinging her shield to block Drader effortlessly twice, you move up, reaching out your arm, and then she drops her sword and shield and grabs her head as if her helmet is shrinking in and crushing her skull. She throws it before her head rolls back, and she collapses to the floor unconscious. We're out of combat.
I'm running over to spare the dying on as many Helvetians as I can.
Right.
probably starting with her.
I'll go over and I will give her a. Well, has someone got healing potion?
I'll come over. I'm coming over. I was so useless in that combat. Sorry, everybody.
Yes, Dramos. I'll hand over a healing potion.
I'll pour it straight down her throat.
I will if there's any that Reinhold or Dramos can't get to in that time, I will put a.
Ooh.
Oh god.
What are all these D20s?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I will put like a single point of lay on hands into the ones that need it.
Alright.
I need it.
I will pass you a larger bottle healing potion. It's a superior.
It's okay, Dramos. I am able to take care of myself using my abilities.
Am I able to spare a dying work?
It will work, yes. You managed to save 5 of the Helvetian troopers and Valeria. Unfortunately, the wounds on 2 of them were just too severe, and they couldn't be saved. That was me doing a bunch of death saving throws over there.
Yeah.
Dramos, it is probably best you keep this for yourself, just in case.
While they're all doing that, I want to cast Detect Magic on the jewels.
Okay. They are not magical.
Okay. Can I reach them?
You can reach them.
I would like to pry the jewels out of the statue.
Initiate the trap, Dramy. Initiate the trap.
So you say pry the gems out
Well,
of
I
the
mean, like, are they embedded? Are they kind of embedded?
They appear to be, yeah. I mean, it looks like you can see half of the gem and the rest of it seems to be in the statue itself.
I'm going to have a good look and check to see if it's trapped first.
All right. Give me let's have a little check on that, shall we? Bit of investigation.
Investigation? Okay. 15.
Oh, no. You have a good look round, you sure. It's fairly basic design statue. There's
Get
no
my little
trap there.
dagger. Start prying it out with my dagger.
You slide the tip of the dagger just behind the first gem and give it a gentle twist. It pulls out into your hand.
I'll just be doing that.
Okay. You both
the
retrieve
gems.
both of the gems without incident from the untrapped statue, which is definitely not cursed.
Fantastic. So I've got now 2 gems that have an unknown quality. Sweet. Hey, if they were cursed, I would have detected the magic, so I'm good.
That's not how curses work.
In my mind, that's how they work.
No, it should work. No, it bloody should work. You should just get a bad feeling about something. But I think Dad gives us that regardless.
I'm gonna, as the, was it the 6? No, it's 5 bodies and Valeria, wasn't it? Well, that's exactly the number of prayer of healing I'd need. I would cast a prayer of healing to give them all 16 health points.
All right.
It would take 10 minutes for story reasons, but
I'll make sure they're while all being healed up and that, I'll just move all their weapons out of reach in case they still harbour any ill will towards us.
I'll be taking that weapon off Valeria.
Yeah.
yeah.
At the very least.
And after I've done that, I shall be taking the javelin out of my shield.
All right. So it takes probably, all in all, a little bit of time to get these Helvetians back on their feet. When they awake, they seem not hostile, and thank you. There's some confusion amongst their group. Valeria gets herself to her feet almost immediately upon being healed.
Valeria.
What is What is going on here?
I believe you were under the control of another. What do you remember?
Who are you? Who are you first?
I am Dramos.
And who is that?
I'm for the Temple of the People, and we are here to try and make the quarry safe.
This is our quarry.
We came to the quarry, yes. What happened here? What happened with my men? And why were you attacking us? She scowls at Corim.
4 of them are dead. You were under
You
the
chose
control.
to attack us first. And we
It
were
was not.
forced to defend ourselves.
It was not their fault, Corin. They were mind controlled.
Well, if they were better fighters, maybe they would be the ones that. Maybe we would be the ones that were lying on the floor, but we were not. So maybe she should answer our questions
You
first.
return my sword to me now, small man, and I will show you who is the better fighter.
I've just spent a portion of my power to heal your wounds. No one will be fighting. We have praised Darius enough today. You are speaking with 3 of his emissaries. Do you not know Corim, leader of the Tower of Darius?
I've
You got
heard the
Harbinger
name,
here?
but never met him.
Oh, you have fought him and honoured Darius together.
Maybe you should visit the temple more often.
Maybe you
Maybe
should
if
learn
you'd
to...
praised Darius harder, he would have given you more might in battle. At which point, I'll heal myself.
Because I am hurt.
Even enemies can show respect, Corim, and I find little I have for you, based on your words. To you, Reinhold, I would thank you for the healing and your moderate words.
We're not here to hurt you.
Nor we you.
Obviously stuck behind them, pulling out bits of javelin, I imagine.
Without, if you would not listen to reason, it looks as if your minds were not your own. Many of your men had eyes rolled back, white.
I have no memory of this. You! And she turns to her men. No. No, ma'am. No.
Well, we can take you to see what was controlling you if you want, but I think Dramos has a few words to say to you first, since he's the arbiter of why we're here.
You came here on a scouting mission from the northern garrison camp. I'm unfamiliar with your terms. You came into the quarry seeking the creature which turns folk into stone. Is that correct?
Yes. We thought there would be a Gorgon, a Medusae, a chance for some glory.
Sod's law.
Do you not believe that it is a Gorgon that you seek? I believe they are taller than what we actually are looking for. What is the last you remember?
We were following tracks down. We saw a trail of what we assumed to be a worm of some kind, but no actual trace of the creature. We came and engaged in battle with several grey dwarves. And they used some magics to swell to unusual size, though they were a little match for us. And yes, then I saw the snake, a large beast which started lunging at my men, and then they turned on us.
Turn and point to the large snake. That one.
this one.
We have come across a couple more of those who did not make it this far. How many can you remember losing from your party before you can't recall anything else?
I saw 3 men bit by this creature. It was talking of the deep below.
I'll pull out the half face with the meteor tattoo and hand it to her.
One of mine.
Yes.
He would be shamed for fleeing during the battle.
He was in a fighting position defending a doorway. He did not flee. He repositioned.
We came across another at the top of the cave entrance. We sent him back to the Helvetian garrison. The way back is unfortunately blocked. Have you come across another way out?
We had not. We engaged in combat as soon as we were down here. We did not have time to explore.
Based on the evidence we've seen so far, whatever creature it is that is turning people to stone picks up people when they're alone or in smaller groups. When we moved together, we didn't seem to have any issues. Your main group haven't had any issues, but that one Helvetian we saw who had gone off alone and got caught. Jamos was a while away from us. And he experienced it as well. So,
Long shot. Don't suppose you got any diamond dust on you, have you?
What would a soldier such as I have need for diamond dust?
You never know.
so the question is, do we press on? Do we, take a rest of some sort whilst we're in here and press on?
I
Or do we turn back?
would appreciate the rest, but there is no way but forward for us. We must return and report to Quintus.
You 6 and the rest of my party look like hammered shit at the moment, so I think cup of tea and a sit down sounds pretty good.
You will see me pause and my face will visibly drop.
Dramas?
I will remain quiet for a few moments. You'll see kind of like my lips moving but nothing happening. No sound coming out.
Do I recognise the spell?
Possibly.
Are you calling for the eagles, Dramos? You're doing the sensible thing.
I am not your enemy. Regardless of how much I would wish to slap Corim.
Think you'd like it?
Oh, I think you need to change your opinion on it. That was a wonderful practice bout. You're still here. Corin's still here.
I would fight you!
Maybe you should stop by the tower sometime and we can carry on with our conversation on the sand.
It's a date.
I was going to say, I give a cheeky look to Corim.
That's the date if ever I heard one from the
Yeah.
Darius Whisper.
All right. Well, at this junction, we're past 10:30. We all know that Tom turns into a pumpkin at 11. So we will draw a close tonight, which will leave you for another session to work out how to get. To do what you're going to do next. Are you going to explore further or get out?
Have a kip.
I will say, while they were all talking, I was searching the thing, see if they had anything on it.
The snake creature.
Yeah.
It is bereft of pockets, I'm afraid.
I'm not going to be cutting into it. If it didn't have any pockets, I ain't going into that.
It wore no jewellery and it was quite plain.
Get it then.
So.
Gartag wants to harvest it, he can, but
I wouldn't mind having a chat with it, to be honest.
go for it.
Yeah, but we'll do that another time.
I can do something to let us have a full long rest, if you want.
Ooh.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Hang on. 9 sec.
Well, the great thing is our party size is just, nearly doubled.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Everyone can have a safe extended rest if you want one.
Hell yeah. I'll take that. Does that include the Helvetians?
Yep.
Full strength.
We would be grateful of the rest.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go by here. One moment. And
You don't have time.
got
We do
I
not
need-
have time.
wait, what are you waiting for?
We need to go. We
Where?
need to find a way out.
Oh.
You want to give us more information, or you're gonna be vaguely mysterious?
What is the matter?
Dramas?
Mist House has fallen.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh man, I just got my ship there.
I'm sorry. How do you come by this knowledge? How has Mist has fallen?
Morthel, isn't it?
On that note, I'd like to stop us exactly there. So I wish to pick up with one of the lower level groups in Mist Hass for the next session.
Okay.
Oh no!
And then
Destroyed.
come back
no.
to this.
Oh no!
As soon as you said Miss Pack has fallen, I genuinely got like a weird shudder as if it was some kind of movie trailer.
Right.
Right, but everyone in town is howling nada, and Silas will be fine. Jarek will be right out there straight away.
Just got my ship.
Jared gets
We don't
hit
think your ship
immediately
going
by
to be
meteor.
around, my friend.
You mean you just got your shipwreck? Yeah.
Shipwrecked.
My previous ship was wrecked. I didn't even get a sail on this
I
one.
told you renamed the boat. It is never going to survive if you rename the boat.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Tom. Your boat's wrecked again.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
no! Oh no!
Oh, fucking hell.
Alright, leave it there!
Right.
Oh, I feel really bad for leaving the city now.
Okay.
I don't.
Hence
Somehow I'm surrounded by the most fierce, the best. So I'm
I'm in the
safe.
good place.
I'm
yeah.
alright.
So yeah, without going into extended discussion about it, I mean, Ross, feel free to share whatever you want to, or if you want to keep the details to what you said so far, that's totally fine by me.
Do you have the ability to get us out of here, Drums?
I do not.
Well,
We're doing
start
Ooh.
digging.
I
Yes.
do.
Yes, I do.
You do? Well, all of
And
us.
that's where we're ending it, anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's where we're ending it. So that's the discussion for the next time. This group picks up, so I can get everybody out.
So yeah, so
Oh,
the
that's good.
next session with the lower level group will take place slightly before this, and we'll actually do what's happened in town.
All right.
Do we get experience for this section, or is I?
Well, I'll give you this. I'll give you an experience for this session, so you can.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Whatever happens.
But we don't go up a level until we've had a long rest.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's just be XP for the last two sessions, the last session and this one. Woohoo!
That's one had a worm in it as well, didn't it?
Had an angry worm.
Okay.
Oh, do we get like 10 XP for killing the freaking sleeping bag of a worm?
No, you joke, but in LARP once we did get some people in sleeping
Come in a
bags.
sleeping bag. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What you want is the the air ducts. You want one of like those silver air ducts things, and you can just spray can that purple because it's kind of like segmented.
Yeah. I remember when they did it, Dad always talks about the fact that Kez was like, if I'm getting in one of these sleeping bags, I'm going to strip down.
Yeah.
Right down into the
Yeah, apparently he got in it and he was waiting for the players to arrive, and it was too hot, so his clothes just popped out of the mouth end of it.
Oh, legend.
Yeah.
In the forces, you just slip your trousers down by your ankles and have your boots just ready next to you, so you can just zip up trousers, boots on, go.
Yeah. If you don't do it within 30 seconds, the sergeant will drill you. You know.
So obviously Reinhold always takes at least a minute in the hope of getting drilled.
Not what I meant, and I really realised what. Yeah. Not everything's an innuendo.
Your endo.
Your endo. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of maths going on in Jamie's end.
That's where the drill sergeant.
3,116 experience points for this little run of sessions.
60.
3,116.
Oh man, I'm so close. I'm under 1,000 XP to level.
I'm
3,116. What's that?
yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm 500 away from level 13.
Oh